What is going on, guys? It is Rexsi here. Welcome. Today, I am joined by my lovely stream. I'm hosting my first tournament in quite a little while. I thought I would do something a little simple and just have some fun with it. We are going to be doing a 2v2 normal tournament. That's just as simple as that. We have 4 bands each on the Duel map. As you can see, just basic stuff. It's this Saturday, the 23rd. We have lots and lots of teams participating. As you can see, it's going to be a lot of fun. Next time, you know, if you have any suggestions for the next tournament, let me know in the comments. As you can see, we'll scroll through all the teams. We've got a lot of good players in here. Lots of pro players, or a couple pro players, some very high level people. It's gonna be a good time. It is gonna be kind of difficult for me to figure out what teams are going against what, but this is the actual brackets right now. Bada boom, bada bing. Try and get this good for YouTube. As you can see, what's the first match we want to watch, chat? Anyways, let's get to it. Here are all the teams listed here, YouTube. I will catch you in the first game. Good luck, everyone. You may start round 1. Let's do this. All right, everyone, welcome. Let me set up the camera in the appropriate place here. We're gonna put the chat down in the bottom right. Welcome to the very first match of the 2v2 stream, my friends. We'll see how rusty my commentary skills are, as well as my spectator. I haven't done it in a while. The game has just begun. We got Budger as well as... Wait, this isn't fucking Budger. Wait, what? This is the wrong game! So I got Budger and Nikita as Chalk as well as Ryzen. Mind you, my commentary skills might be a little rusty at the moment. I haven't done a tournament in a long time. That's kind of why we're doing the 2v2, just so I can kind of get back in the groove of things. And, you know, chat, how do you remove the walls again? Do you guys remember the hotkey? Ryzen Chalk versus Hachiman Bacchus. I am curious to see what the team comps are going to be. There's no rules. There's no defense. Perfect. There's no specific rules or anything. We got a Warrior's Blessing on the Chalk. Bacchus seems to be going damage as well to start it off. Everyone remember the recipe except for Budger's team, of course, because Budger stinks. Budger's a good friend of mine, by the way. But he also stinks. So yeah, anyways, let's see how this is going to play out. I have faith. I think Budger's going to make it pretty far in the tournament, I presume. The man's been playing a little bit. I think he just entered for fun, though. But Hachiman, I'm not sure if having an ADC will be more crucial in these, but we'll find out as we go along here. I'd like to assume that Ryzen's team is going to clear a little better with Chalk, as well as Ryzen. Hachiman can't really hit AoE autos until he gets Gooseberries online, so Chalk as well as Ryzen. Bacchus just isn't the best for clear, but Bacchus is one of the best Joust gods, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Lots of sustain on both teams for potions. Going into a Griffin Wing for the Hachi as well. Dropping purple. Hachi's he's kind of going for it. Bacchus with the body blocks. Ooh, but blue team managed to burst it in time. Chalk picking up red. Nice. Bit of a bold play from Hachiman considering the amount of secure that Ryzen had, but I think he thought that the 2 would have been down and he'd have been able to drop that for free with Bacchus body blocking. But that is not the case. Hachi has a point in the dash. Both teams playing it safe in terms of their abilities at level 3. Pointing all the dashes and everything. Chalk soloing the blue. Budger keeping him at bay, but he's getting poked out quite heavily. So we have a poll going for who's going to win. It seems to be 50-50 for PP Suck and Smite Demon Football. Lots of awesome names. Lots of crazy, wacky names. Budger kind of alone. Nikita took the long way around towards purple. They did get smalls on blue, meaning he might hit 5. Yep, Nikita is 5 here. If he was to move up, he might have been able to pressure them. Still, Blink on Bacchus, Aegis on the Hachi. No shell, but a shell on the side of Chalk's team. It seems this Bacchus wants to get a little bit aggressive, which I do like to see in these tournaments. If there's any stats you guys like me to pop up, by the way, let me know. I could keep those up a little bit. Maybe Golden Hand. I think Golden Hand is like the best one in my opinion. It is nice to see. So when they back, as you can see, they're going to force at least their tier 2 items. Budger should be able to finish this Chronos Pendant, just about, or tier 2 Chronos Pendant. And he remembered his recipe, luckily. Going into... Well, I'm not sure what he's building into there. Maybe Thebes. Bacchus with the Chalice, lots of sustain. Griffin Wing completed for the Hachi. Trying to get that Gooseberry online just so that he can clear a little more effectively. Maybe keep up with them just a little better. Chalk and Raijin is not the team I expected, though. Maybe they did the research on team comps. I am excited to see what people whip out for this tournament, especially with, like, the top-tier teams. We got people like Paul, I think. We got Jesse, Cosmos. Cosmos is, like, the king of Joust, from what I remember. And it's kind of crazy. Good disengage. Able to pressure them pretty hard here. But lots of really good players in this tournament. The finals are going to be crazy. Could be a good opportunity for Nikita ult here. Immune that, but he knows that Hachi could dash out quite easily. Horn popped by Budger. Both of the squishies poked out pretty hard, but Bacchus living with a little bit of extra health. Looking to disengage. Budger not having enough for full tier Chronos Bennett just yet, if that's what he's building. But Hachi has backed and started up his starter item. You have to wait until round 2, yes. Round 2 can start when I say. Whenever I take a look at the brackets of teams. Alright, bit of a sustain on that Hunter's Cowl combined with Hachi passive is pretty nice, but Raijin has just such consistent poke. They definitely have the better poking team, I would say. The Raijin, as well as... Ooh, the Chalk. Having a good... I feel like having a good sustain character is really important in a 2v2. Aphrodite, you know, Chalk's really good. He's a pretty tanky character. I guess they couldn't afford to really go in ADC, specifically because of the fact that... Whoa! They couldn't afford to go in ADC. Because they have the Chalk. So it was either play with a Guardian or play with a Warrior Mage. We'll see if Warrior Mage sticks around or if it's going to be ADC Guardian. So far, pretty even. Blue team having a little bit more aggro. Seemingly doing... Yeah, a little more farm than the opposite team. Bacchus looking to immediately go in. Baiting up the dash. Jumping out of position. Hachi's not really ready to fight that. Just kind of poking them out. Not bad. Good jukes by the Bacchus. Budger's probably looking to back here. 2k gold in hand. Nikita a little low. Lower on mana as well. All ults are up except for the Bacchus right now. Believe in Budger. Not looking to contest that blue or anything. Wards on the side of red team. Gonna clear one more wave, which is smart before they back. Since, as they know, the enemy team has to go and get that blue there. Bit of a slower start to this one. Originally, I might have made this tournament with 0 defense, but I just wanted something simple and not complicated for my first tournament back. I think we'll do something wacky for the next one, so if you do have suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments below YouTube. And if you enjoyed the tournament and you want to see more, the easiest way to let me know is leaving the video a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I do tournaments pretty often, a couple times a year. They're nice to just throw on in the background. There's some long videos, usually a couple hours long. Single elim until finals, yes. Alright, all players level 9. Chester's completed. They have vision on them though. Hachi with the poke. Almost getting that Gooseberries online. Just a couple more minions to go, it seems. Oh, he's on the second one, so he needs those auto attack damage. Okay. Hachi opting to get Aegis over beads as well, which is pretty smart against Chalk, as well as Raijin. They have consistent burst. Bacchus still looking to engage. Budger challenging it, but getting stunned. Hachi focusing heavily on Nikita, but Nikita's not extremely tanky just yet. He doesn't have the base protections of a Guardian. Bacchus looking to bully him, gets the stun on Nikita. Nikita kind of out of position, hits the knockup. Hachi with the 1. Has to proc the 2. Budger trying to peel into the Hachi ult, and the Bacchus secures the kill. Ooh, well played by red team. That's a lot of tower pressure that they're going to get here. Fat 20-second respawn as well. First blood goes to red team, as well as it seems the tower. Nikita got really out of position there when he was stunned there, unfortunately for him. But game's not over, obviously. Still anyone's game. They did have a lot of pressure leading up to this moment, but I think the second that Bacchus got that Thebes online, he was able to just bully a little more. He's got a lot more CC than Chalk. Bacchus is the king of Joust, as they say. Alright, so then I have a 2-level lead. At least the Hachi man does. We gotta watch out heavily for that Hachi man rushing immediately into dominance. No sustain. Just going purely into dominance to just absolutely shred And the only defense that's being built is against the Hachiman, meaning that Bacchus, still building a little bit of damage, can afford to get away with it. You can afford to get that little bit of extra damage. And it's going to help a lot against Chalk as well, so once, you know, the Chalk is out of position, he could be screwed. I think blue does need to win before late game, in my opinion. Unless they pull out some cheeky stuff. Blue's about to spawn. Bacchus looked like he's kind of hovering it. They can definitely hear it. No, completed. Not looking to challenge anything. Bacchus looking to finish his next item, which is a Chronos Pendant. Immediately at 30% CDR. Grabbing wards nonstop. Red team is way ahead on these wards. These people are ready to game. They looked up a 2v2 strategy guide. If they make those. Oh, they know they're there because of the wards. Doesn't seem that they were paying enough attention. Bacchus almost landing the jump on a Budger. Nikita out of position, stunned. It's a lot of damage from Hachi with that dominance completely online now. Lots of cooldown on the Chalk. That breastplate, but they have so much vision. Red team is doing a great job at just knowing where they are. Both at level 12 with the second relic just about. There it is. They are going to have a lot of pressure here. Going straight to Bull Demon. Hachi still has red as well. Red, Griffin Wing, penetration from Dom. Bacchus to peel. This is not looking good for blue team. They need to somehow find a way to steal this before they're able to back for more items. Bull Demon at about 20%. Looking to fight. Oh, double jump with the Bacchus. Has the beads. Didn't dash out. Oh, the coordination from red. They baited them so hard with a 10% Bull Demon just to secure the kill onto blue team. Wow, what a Bacchus jump. Well done. And just like that, Bull Demon goes to red team. Both players having over 1,000 gold in hand, as well as all this additional farm, which should equal to at least a tier 2 for both of these players. Both of them going to have a second relic as well before they pressure that bird. I don't know, man. Double relics, and Bacchus is getting additional defense, and Hachi has sustain. Sustain is very important, even depending on the mode. For Duel, if you're trying to pressure out the Titan, a big thing is having sustain to allow you to just stay there. Now Hachi's going to have that Azzy, as well as this team not having any anti-heal. Double physical defense on the side of blue team. Bacchus blinked in straight after the Raijin. Stuns onto him. Raijin just does not have the DPS just yet. Looking to clear the wave. Bacchus with another ult. Good ult by blue team. Raijin dashing in. Shell comes out. But they just don't have the DPS. Had they been even, I think blue team might have won that fight. But unfortunately for blue team, that fight goes to red. And it looks like game 1 will be finished off for red. Congratulations. You move on to round 2. Anyways, on to the next game. All right, everyone. Chat, let's get some hype going down there in the... My chat's going crazy down to the side. Chat, boom. Round 2, we are currently watching Chris T. Dixon versus Sosa and Denver. We have Wash times 2 versus Beads Blink. Wash times 2 is Chris's team with Alfie. Chris is another streamer. If you don't know him, be sure to check him out. He's currently streaming the tournament as well from his perspective, if you guys would like to see it. Don't spoil anything in chat, of course. Let's open up our golden hand. We got Hercules and Morgan with Baba Yaga and Guan Yu. Like I said, it does seem as though sustain is a big part of this tournament for wins. Having at least one character with a heal. Guan Yu seems like he would be pretty good. I see a lot of people banning Afro. We had some Bacchus bans. I don't know if we're able to see the bans. Is there a setting for that, chat? Do you guys know? I swear there's a way we can see it, right? Do you guys remember the hotkey by chance? We'll speed things up a little bit here. So it looks like... Yeah, no, we're removing the walls, but I'm more concerned about bans. B, okay, I really didn't think of that through. On blue team, we had Persephone, Raijin, Naja, Bacchus, and you can see the top right for the other team. We got a Blink aggressive play from the Hercules. Immediate aggressive play, getting Bob at a half HP. Blink is down. Nice, good poke. Nothing really lost other than quite a bit of mana on Herc's side, but he's got potions up the wazoo. Aegis on Morgan. Chris rocking the Morgan. Guan Yu still getting a lot of poke. Oh, did he dash? Was that leg? That must have been the dash, right? Both players using a lot of mana on blue team. Hercules just bullying them and also bullying his mana bar. All right. Morgan Hercules. That sounds like the King of Duels team. Both those characters are very good in Duel right now. Opting to go immediately for the blue, not contesting the red. Honestly, quite surprising. It looks as though he's kind of hovering. Alfie looking to see if they're going to go on red while protecting Chris. Bit of an interesting 2 there. Red team didn't have as good of clear as the Hercules did, so they were able to just immediately go for that. Ooh, Baba might be out of position. Immune to knock up in the 3, though. And the 2 somehow doesn't hit for Hercules. Lots of pressure on blue. Baba's quite low. Hits it with an L. I am surprised they were able to just get away with getting blue there. Interesting. And they're invading that blue. They're splitting up. No? Okay. Sticking together. Baba has no mana now, though. Again, Hercules just doing a great job at just zoning the enemy team while the Morgan just takes every buff. I don't know where the hell Herc is getting all this mana, but it's working. Herc backing up so that he's able to get the experience from that wave with the Morgan, and just like that, both players level 5 with tons of pressure. Wow, every buff on the camp. Already a 300 gold lead at 2 minutes. These guys are not playing around, boys. Well done to blue team. Golden Hand is enough for second tier into Jotuns as well as Chronos. It looks like they are going for a very aggressive early game. They definitely have the show for it. Blink on the Hercules with Warrior's Blessing for a bit of tankiness. All that sustain. If he focuses the Baba, he can do a ton of damage. But Baba is going into the Warlocks, which is a lot of additional HP they have to deal with. Immunity to the knockup on the 3. A lot of poke from the Guan Yu. That protection shred is extremely strong. Into the Herc ult. Herc is just bullying. Pulls out the dash. Into the 3. Into the Morgan ult. Still CC immune. Guan Yu chooses to disengage, which is smart. Very good coordination from blue team. Proc the horn, and just like that, first blood goes to blue. Well done. Bada boom, bada bang. Straight to the purple buff. That's what we like to see. Red team seems to be warding already as well. They have vision on them. Hercules catching the Baba out of the dash was really big there. Baba with the knock-up immunity in that dash is nice for this, but if she gets caught out by one single little Herc dash just like that, it can be critical. Herc is a big old bully, that is for certain, boys. Do we have a poll for who's gonna win, chat? Mods? I will say I really do like the Hercules and Morgan comp, but I do think that, you know, Baba is good. And Guan Yu's Prot Shred seems like it could be really, really, really useful. Combined with the knock-up immunity and the Guan 3 into the Morgan is nice. But as long as Herc has his back, although Morgan is squishier than Baba Yaga, she is just a bit of a bastard to, you know, lock down, as a lot of you know. Just kind of hovering around, throwing out some abilities. Hercules always looking for something. Good poke. Nice dash by the Guan Yu, getting himself out of there. Procs the shard. Immediately going straight on the Morgan. Like we said, look at that Prot Shred instantly. Good peel from the Baba. Wow, really nice knockup, but the Guano to juke it. Good try by blue team to try and pressure that out, but red team was a little too quick on their feet. Guan Yu with the fucking juke shoes. I will say that. The fact that he survived that was a little wild. Well done by Guan Yu. This Guan Yu isn't playing around. That Prot Shred is deadly. Literally, that 3 got her less than half on the Morgan. I keep saying the Morgan. Morgan, not Morrigan, you know. This is a crazy game already. Lots of action. I love to see it. Lots of health on both of the players on red team. Straight into a Genji's or a Shogun's. Probably Genji's on the Hercules. Wanting that immediate full cooldown. Guan Yu poked out. And Chris as well as Alfie are back in time to pressure out that red, having 2 buffs over the 1 of red team. So all in all, I'd say very much worth for the blue team. Relics back up on both teams here. Baba not with a recipe though. Hercules picking up the red to continue that pressure, of course. More HP being built on the Guan as well. God, the clear on blue team is just absurd. He did not throw the boulder over his head. He threw it immediately down. Guan Yu's ult made him juke it. It was a very well done juke. Like I said, the pressure, that's what Hercules needs to save that for, but that is good poke. Ult isn't gonna kill, but the Herc blinked the coordination! Oh, it's too clean! Man, this Herc is just ready to go for everything! The setups are too quick! They can't even react in time. Even Guan Yu with all those jukes just aren't enough. These men came to win, dude. God damn, well done. All right, so that is a second kill onto blue team. Hercules can still just afford to bully like crazy. Warrior's Blessing, they can just poke the tower as much as they want. No ADC, so it is going to take a while. Guan Yu respawning. Good poke. One Hercules ult might even do it. But Baba is able to get out in time, leaving Morgan out of position, but he's still around the area, so they still have to be a little wary. Second tier defense on Guan, not just enough yet to really be able to bully, especially with a 2-level difference on the Morgan compared to Guan. So, playing it safe is his best option, waiting for Baba. They're already behind, they don't want to risk it too much. A fat, almost 2k lead for blue team at 6 minutes. Blue team is being extremely, extremely efficient with this farm. Chris with 1400 gold in hand, just poking out as much as possible. Hercules finishing up Genji's into his first physical defense item. We'll see what that is now. He's already rocking max cooldown, theoretically. Guan Yu hovering the area, still in range of the experience as well, so he should be fine. Baba just trying to finish up those stacks, especially with Baba passive, it just makes it so much easier to just build up stacks very easily. Chris having a lot of gold in hand, not choosing to spend it, maybe saving up for a divine. Hercules going straight into the pressure. Ooh, Morgan ult, but she is half health, kind of put a little too far up. Guan Yu still having blink, he could choose to pressure here, but he is half HP, wanting to finish his defense item, I presume. So, that's right, Sov is finished, lots of HP on both targets. If they can get to late game, I think Guan Yu might stand a bit of a better chance, especially if Guan's able to get a beads or a Magi's or something to deal with Morgan, maybe get a little more pressure onto her, but blue team does not look like they're going to let up and let this happen. That is for sure. They are pressuring the living hell out of early game. Wards coming out on their team as well. Guan Yu pushed up a little too far. Knock-up immunity is down. Guan Yu out of position. Hercules taking advantage of that. Good knock-up. Into the one. No kill potential here, though. Lots of HP that they have to deal with. The Divine proc stops the Baba, which essentially just gives them a free... Chris moving very far up. Guan Yu taking advantage of that. Not good coordination from the Baba, though. Baba's a little too far behind. Chooses to go around. Little Tokyo drift around that corner. They unfortunately weren't as synced up. Baba was a little too far back. Baba probably wanting to wait till they had Chronos Pennant. Guan Yu, instant reaction from the Hercules. Into the ult. Double ult from Chris. Insta-kill into the Guan. Baba Yaga also out of position. Ooh, but the knock-up into it might be able to... No. 2 levels down on the Baba. It doesn't matter who's tanking, just like that. Double kill goes to blue team. It looks like blue team is very, very, very confident in the pressure in their early game. Lots of confidence from the Hercules. That's crazy. I think that the Guan Yu and Baba are going for more of a late game build with all this HP that they're opting into. And blue team definitely knows that, and they're taking advantage of that. Even more HP going onto the Guan as well. Blue team both having a second relic now the next time that they back. Hercules a little horny for blood in this one, it seems. I am also wearing shorts and it's starting to get really cold. I might switch to pajamas. Unrelated, but I thought I would mention it. My epic casting skills. Hi-res, don't forget to hire me. Gonna take Trelly's job. It is kind of funny that Trelly and I used to cast these, eh? And now Trelly's a caster. Anyways, first fucking purple buff goes to the red team. Congratulations. Baba with a fat potion too, nice. I don't know, man. Double relic on Hercules as well as Morgan getting a blink. They are confident in this early game, dude. Morgan looks like she's going into a spear or ob shard. I would assume a spear. Okay. Hercules kind of rotating around FG. Chris is alone. Kind of just pressuring them out, keeping them at bay. Hercules checking the purple. Then starting up Bull Demon. I don't think he has the damage to start it yet. Started up a regrowth, knowing that he's alone. Hercules is rotating from Bull Demon, but good ult by Chris to immune the CC. Hercules coming up the pressure, unfortunately misses the knock-up. Uses the 3 for the mobility with regrowth. Baba again, just off to the side, trying to get all that gold while she can. Just like that, Guan Yu has to back, pretty much. Not much mana on his side. Trying to bait them forward. Baba moved up a little bit, but they were trying to bait them forward, but I think Baba caught a whiff of what was going on. Just playing it slow. Lots of gold in hand for the Morgan. Can finish just another item here as well. Hovering around that blue buff. They have a choice here to either pressure up Bull Demon knowing that they're low, or just continue to farm, get blue, and then pressure out later. It looks like they're going to start that Hercules. Gonna take them a long time, but Morgan is, you know, going out of her way to peel. She noticed that Guan Yu was backing and Baba wasn't there. I don't know if they watched him back, so they're a little paranoid. Baba slowly rotating over, but Hercules still has ult, so it looks like this is going to be free for them. Probably don't even need to use it. Baba's so far up, and they have wards up here. Not even worried. Now they can back. They might be a little late for red. This is red team's only opportunity to take the red. I don't think they're going to do that, and Hercules isn't even going to allow it, it seems. He's going to stay. Still got tons of items. He's not really worried. Still has ult as well. Looking to keep that red buff while Morgan pressures at the blue. Ooh, good secure by red team. They were waiting for it. Missed knock up. Oof. Well, got the Guan Yu ult out at least, so that works. Hercules wanting to back as he has 2k gold in hand, but they don't want to waste the time of this Bull Demon. Now is their only opportunity. If they back right now, they might not have the DPS, mainly because they don't have an ADC, and they have minions pushed up right now. If they let them push up that next wave, it could be crucial for them. Nice knockback into the beads of Baba. Morgan straight into the ult, but good pressure from the Guan Yu, shredding him out. Ooh, good poke onto the Morgan. Not hitting the Phoenix as much, but Phoenix is almost already half. Hercules keeping them at bay while Morgan continues to pressure it out. Obshard finished as well, so that pen is going to shred that Phoenix, which is what they wanted. Hercules having tons of gold. Pretty much clearing that wave, getting all the XP, dropping the blue, as well as backing for pretty much an entire item, at least for Hercules. That is, this is not looking good for red team. Red team's going to need a nice, sweet revenge kill for this to work out for them, which is going to be a much easier said than done. But Baba is level 14. Morgan being a little risky-disky. Just farming everything on the map. It is, I think it's too far of an XP lead at this point. They have been just absolutely dominating from the beginning in terms of XP. Not even backing to finish up that next item, which could be a poly. Not even necessary. We got a Dawnbringer. Ooh, Guan Yu blinking on immediately. Had Baba hit that, it might have been nice, but she got hit during the knockup. Both blue team having their ult. Guan Yu still sticking on to the Morgan. They need a pick onto the Morgan. Ooh, Morgan half HP. Baba in the back line, dashing in. Baba ult is up. Chris might be in a bad spot, but he blinks through the wall, and he is completely safe. That was their one opportunity, trying to pressure at Herc, but I don't think they have the damage yet. Morgan poking from the wall, too, turning the corner, knowing where he is. Baba is out of position as Guan Yu takes the long way around, and they pincered him. Just like that. Good shred, but an Aegis by Chris, standing there with his big wiener, for some reason. Guan Yu still trying to pressure out Herc, but Chris is going straight for the Titan, gonna poke him out while Herc distracts him. We'll see. I don't think he's going to be able to end just yet. But if Herc keeps him at bay, that is some decent poke for the Titan. But Chris is pretty low, and we got 20 seconds left on Baba. Chris poking him out and still just continuing to pressure at the Titan. You might have to reset it because of that, though. Honestly, it might be safe for him to just... Poor fucking Guan Yu is just trying to make his way up to the Titan. But he can't seem to make it. Okay, well, at least they did a good job clearing, I will say. Still pressuring it again and again and again. Baba is up. Good poke onto that Titan. Chris backing off. Guan Yu fucking fighting for his life back there. Finished off. Chris is staying for yet another wave. Not even backing with almost 3k gold in hand. I don't know what the fuck happened back there, but I'm sure it was a battle. Well fought. Blink comes up by Hercules. And just like that, the game goes to blue team. Congratulations, Chris. Round 2 goes to Chris Dixon and Alfie. Let's move on to round 3 or another round 2 game. GG's, boys. Friction now? Sure. Alrighty, and we are still on round 2, just waiting for some teams to finish up. We got Arena Mains versus POG X here. This game, Arena Mains is Mr. Dibbles as well as Caprix. on blue team with Guan Yu as well as Agni. 2 healers as well as a mage on both parties as well. We'll go into items. Bans on the blue team are Raijin, Bob, and Morgan. You can see the red on the top right. Okay. So we got our Jotuns. We got a very similar Herc build coming online on the red team here. We are about 5 minutes into this because it didn't allow me because the game's been going on just for a little bit. Good juke by the Agni here. Ooh, into the stun. Ooh, straight onto the Hebo. Good coordination. Almost into the stun. Nice pressure. Another. He must have popped the Horn Shard. Almost securing another kill. Oh no, burn damage blue. It's just having so much pressure even with a Hebo Hercules. Nice ult to clear the wave, but it keeps him in line. Dash, double dash into the tower. Oh, but it's not enough. The shell, they were ready for it, dude. Herc almost pulled off a cool play too. That was so close. Very, very close. Alrighty. Well done by blue team. Lots of coordination on both sides here. HP being built on the Guan Yu. Hebo Herc. Now that is a team comp if I've ever seen one. Agni opting to go straight into mid while Guan Yu starts the blue. Getting the XP. Hopefully hitting level 12 here. Not enough, but Agni has enough for a second relic just about now. Quite a big lead. About a 1,500 lead going to blue team. Blue team seems to be winning quite a bit. Okay. Blue team on, like, majority of these games. Aren't these starts? No. Once this finishes, he can start. Baltimore, don't spoil what happens in games. This is live right now. Alright. So, Guan Yu just about to hit level 12. 1k gold in hand. A rod is finished on the Agni side. No anti-heal just yet, but tainted on the Guan. Guan having AoE heal seems very useful for these types of matchups. But Hercules just having that consistent healing with his 3 just pressures and bullies so hard. Okay. Spirit Desolation on the Hebo as well. It's not... I don't know how often you see that in Joust games, but it is very prominent in Arena and stuff like that. The stats on the item are just so good. Both players just trying to clear the waves as much as they can. Red team obviously lacking a little far behind, but not by too much. Just about level 12 on both their side as well. Okay, if he spoils something again, just ban him, please. Okay. Guan Yu shredding down the Hercules. Ooh, good stun onto that. Hercules has to pop the shell. Ooh, good hits by the Agni, forcing the Herc kind of out of position. Guan Yu poking it out, juking the Hebo ult just out of range, but Hercules manages to survive. Okay. Well, they managed to live, and that's one thing. Agni with both Beads and Aegis now. Man, so close. If red team manages to get 1 kill, it could be really, really, really good for them, especially with the tower dives that Guan Yu and Agni are going for. If they get a kill on that Agni, it could be big, but Agni is humongous right now with a whole rod, almost getting some good poke on the Agni. Both players choosing to retreat here, which makes sense. Lots of gold in hand for them both. Tovar the monkey. Hovering around their blue buff as they backed. Agni doing a little moonwalk. I see. Looks like Hebo is going for the purple buff while Herc kind of solos the minions, which I don't know if is worth in Joust. Usually you want to always be together to pool the experience from what I've learned. Is the SBL still going on, chat? Are they on their final game? I was really hoping it would have ended like an hour and a half ago, and it should have because they were 2-0 and now it's 2-2. Checking the purple, not up, so they're going straight to the blue buff. Lots of HP with a CAD club. Not something you see too often on Guan, especially with the fact that they're not going any anti-heal. Oh my goodness. This CAD club is gonna do numbers, man. That might be their downfall for red team. I'm not kidding. The fact that they have no anti-heal on this team, and he's not even building into a divine yet after that Chronos Pendant, although he has 30% cool or full cooldown already. No anti-heal, man. That's not good. That Guan Yu's just gonna whip out that healing consistently with already 30% cooldown, basically. Guan Yu having the blink. Crazy shred! Oh my goodness! Guan 3 into a raw divine Agni. Insta kills the Hebo. Hebo is just gone. They don't even give a fuck about Hercules. Oh my goodness, just straight into it. Guan Yu taking aggro. Good ult. Retaking tower aggro. Not enough to get the kill, but good defense by Hercules. Hercules trying his best. Hebo being so squishy. Oh, Guan Yu into the play. Flexing with the 3 there, just to finish it off. There we go. First tower goes straight to blue team. 15 levels compared to 13, 12. It looks like blue team again has got this in the bag. 3k lead. They really need anti-heal. The Guan Yu with the double heal. Hercules has a lot of healing, obviously, but combine that when you have like a double heal with Guan Yu and CAD Club, increased healing, and no anti-heal, you're just kind of asking for it, man. Hercules seems to be doing a good job. It's not like they're playing poorly. I think their decision to the lack of anti-heal, considering all the team comps that we're seeing with a big healer combined with like a mage on the side. One mage needs divine like 90% of the time. Like he needs to be building into it. As much damage as he's gonna have, he's just so far behind right now, right? He's level 13 compared to Agni. One Agni stun and it's fucking over, dude. People just have bees now. Agni alone, but really doesn't matter. 16 levels is a tad bit ridiculous compared to the 13. We just saw the power of the Agni there in the previous engagement. Agni maybe opting to go into either Soul Reaver, maybe a Poly here to poke them out even more easily. They saw them rotate this way, but I don't know if they're even going to bother contesting. Hebo kind of monitoring the area, both relics up. No blink on the Guan, but majority relics up on both teams. Looking to contest this. They don't have much of a choice. They have to make play now or never. Oh, even with the beads. Beads early. Good ult by him, but the Guan Yu still just has way too much pressure. Prot Shred coming out from Guan. Lots of pen on the Agni as well with the early Falcon's Rush. Hercules hoping the Bull Demon will team up with them, make this a 2v2 again, but it's looking unlikely. Bull Demon doesn't give a fuck. He's kind of just doing his own thing. Hercules trying to buy time as much as he can, but Bull Demon seems to have betrayed him. Deicide going to blue team as well as Bull Demon. They can both back to finish their entire next items. Looking like they're not going to, though. Alright, clearing one wave and going straight. Straight for the tower here. Looks like he's going on Manticore Spikes as well. Very, very healthy build that he's going. I think this is like the optimal build that the previous Guan that we had seen wanted to go. I know, right, Wash? Wow. Immediate Phoenix as they were waiting for the Hercules to respawn. It looked like they wanted to take as much advantage of that as they could. Especially with Agni having a bit of percentage penetration makes it so he hits the Phoenix decently hard. And they get pretty much every single piece of armor on the way back. Level 18 compared to 14, 15. It looks like this is going to be a wash. They're just going to clear these. They're going to rotate back up. Boom. Next fight begins. Waiting on Agni. Agni picking up the blue on the way up, which gives him 30% cooldown. Going into that Reaver to deal with the additional health on Hercules. Guan Yu just simply blueing them with Agni on the flank into the double stun. Aegis comes out. Dash. But they're just so tanky. I think this is done. I don't know if there's anything that they can do. They're just trying to survive at this point. It looks as though they're going to be able to end here regardless. Guan Yu can just tank. And the game goes to the arena mains blue team. Well played, folks. Round 3 can officially begin. Anyways, let's go, boys. Round 3 begins. Let's do it. Alrighty, folks. We are officially on round 3. They didn't ban out auto speeds, Hades. So, here we go. We have a no tank team with Thoth as well as Hu Yi. Let's get the golden hand. We got auto speed and auto red, another Smite streamer that we're spectating this time. We'll see how well this goes. We got a Hades Fenrir. I think this is the first assassin we've seen so far in the tournament. Interesting. I am curious to see how this is going to go. Tainted immediately on the Hades. Not even knowing if they're going to build lifesteal. Hu Yi without a recipe. It's probably going to be yelled at by the Thoth here. Let's click U as well as Control O. Bada boom, bada bing. Back in for that recipe.
It's fucking raw!
All right, let's get into it. Round 3. We are almost at the semifinals. We're getting close. Autos like Hades? I have no idea what the strategy is going to be. Gooseberries, double beads on the squishy team. A squishy team against Fenrir Hades. I don't know how well this is going to go, boys. I don't know, man. That Fenrir is going to shred them. And they're both going a little tanky on this team as well. Chalice up on the Fenrir, Shell, but a blink on the Hades. Double beads. Got some cooldown on the Thoth with multi-potion. Interesting that he's not going into mana potions, considering they don't really have a secure onto the blue. I think that red team is going to pressure them in terms of clear and stuff. Fenrir definitely saving for something in really early, not even getting any mana potions, straight into the Chalice. So they do have to be careful for some things like that. Hades immediately into the blink after the Thoth dash, baited it out, straight into the poke. Instant crazy poke from the auto team. Jesus, they had that shit ready. They are aggressive, man. This is even more aggressive than that Hercules game. They were coordinated with that. They baited out the Thoth dash with the early pressure of the Fen 3. That is a ton of damage combined with the 2. Straight to the blue buff. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to pressure that, but they did get a free red, which, you know, overall is more experience for the blue team. Blue team's just seeming to have so much pressure in pretty much everything that we've watched so far as well. Alright, the minions going right for the purple. Red team focusing on clearing the wave while they farm up level 4 on both sides. You have to be careful though. Both beads on red team for that Fenrir, but if they get that beads off at any point, could be very, very, very dangerous, considering they have a Hades as well as a Fenrir. Thoth waiting to clear a little bit, just so that Hui can potentially make it back for some farm, but he is soaking up that experience by himself right now, so they're not missing any. Level 5 now, no beads down on the Thoth. Auto team maybe looking to back. Fenrir has about 1,500 gold. Thoth looping around the side. Auto speed with very little mana here. I think up in 50. Getting the beads off on Thoth. For some reason didn't show up. Root onto it. Ooh, level 5 could have been really good for the Hui there. Auto speed not having much mana to peel for him. But Fenrir is a little tanky in general. Hui still not level 5, so I don't think they can really do anything off of this. Hades backing with 1,300. At least seconds here into his book, whatever he's building. We'll see, maybe Thoth. No beads on either side of the blue team, so if they are cut out with the Hui stun into a Thoth ult, Thoth root into a Hui ult, it could be pretty bad, mainly for Hades. Fenrir has a lot of escape potential, pretty much 3 abilities that allow him to get out of those abilities. Lots of sustain on this team, though. That's something that the red team does not have going for them whatsoever. They have a combined Hades heal combined with a Fenrir too. It looks like they're fighting amongst themselves. A bit of a internal battle here. They know Fenrir is there, hanging it out. Fenrir straight into a Thebes, it seems. It looks like they're both going hybrid. I was kind of worried that it would be a problem for them. They're clear in the early game, but the amount of pressure that they're using with Hades combined with Fenrir just seems to be working out very well. Hades obviously has good clear, but he has to, you know, get up in position to do that, which he could easily get poked out with, considering both of these characters are very, very good at clearing and poking from a distance, more so than the, you know, blue team here. But they're doing well with that in mind. They're using that to their advantage with the insta-clear with Hades, and then using Fenrir to just push them back. Chesters are up, but it looks like they're trying to secure that red for free. Both players on red backing, as Thoth has just about enough for a Chronos Pendant, if that's what he's buying first thing. Hui into the Griffin Wing, Devos built, it seems. Chronos Pendant, oh, it looks like he's not getting that Chronos Pendant just yet, if he is building that, or a Rod. Thank you, take too long. Appreciate that, man. Agni is sleeping beside me, which is awesome. Again, that Hades strat of just being the clear king. Thebes online for the Fenrir. Fenrir is going to have a lot of health, but with that base power, as well as attack speed that he gets from his 2, he doesn't even need to worry about that, especially with the red buff. It's going to be even more pressure. They're just slowly taking advantage of this early game pressure, which is what they want. Fenrir is keeping them at bay while Hades continues to clear and just soak up that experience. not missing the wave, gonna go immediately for it. Knowing that Fenrir is looking for a cheeky little gank here. Beads back up on Thoth in 20. But Thoth does not want to move up. Lots of farm coming on blue team though. 300 gold lead, and that's only gonna get worse as they don't have a tank on the side of red. Hui is a big factor in this considering how the stun is. Wow, that is crazy damage coming from the Fenrir for having Thieves. Warrior's Blessing also, or Warrior's Axe proccing as well. Good bounce. Beads are back up on Thoth, as well as Blink for the Hades here. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do much, even if they were to dive here, which Fenrir kind of looks like he's going for. Red team definitely is clear on their side. Having a Thoth in your team that can clear from very far away is just one of those things you have to deal with, especially in modes like this Joust game, where, you know, you can clear the way from a very far distance away, which could in turn, you know, help them get to late game. But if they're not able to do anything until late game, blue team is just going to continue to get fed, and having an advantage in this early game section with the Shred. Beads coming out again, baited out straight from the Hades. Fenrir pulls back after that, the double CC, but good dash from the Thoth. Fenrir still looking for it, into the 3, jumping out, immediately able to recover from it as Hades watches in the background. Wow, can't believe they still went for that. I don't think Thoth was ready for that. I wasn't, so I don't think he was either. This is definitely an interesting strategy. I did not expect to see an assassin Hades, but from every scene that we've seen, one character with CC seems to be the kicker. Anyways, good CC pressure, like focusing out the beads of Thoth from the Hades after Thoth had just dashed and he blinked in, and then Fenrir ulting and bringing them straight back. That scared the living shit out of me. One of my gamer subs things fell. Oh my god, I had a heart attack. Yeah, if we look at bans, Naja, Set, Ao Kwang, and Aragnar Bam. On the left team, we have, how the fuck am I blanking on her name? We have Kronos, Hebo, Oleron, and Amaterasu. There it is. I forgot. Hey, my man, I got my ward. Looks like they're now looking to pressure blue as well. First blood gold in hand now as well. Fenrir hovering around red, just making sure. There's no way they don't know. They definitely heard him jump onto that. Oh, ooh, good bounce by Hui. Fenrir could have almost... Oh, Fenrir wasn't up. He could have ulted and brought him back as Thoth beads are still down. Red buff up. Fenrir just watching, just to be a little careful. Hui started up his stacks, went towards blue, but it is completed. Grouping up for the heal on pretty much everything to make sure they get it. Fenrir into the Jotuns as well. Hades building a little more lifesteal too. We clearing from a distance. But blue team are just massacring them right now for XP. Straight under the Thoth, knowing his beads are down. As simple as that, just with a 3. Thoth having to dash in. Even with a Hui ult, it's just not enough, unfortunately. So much pressure coming up from Autospeed's team here. It is not looking good for the tankless team on the red. The double CC team, it seems to be a very good strategy. Forcing out beads. Hui can only do so much. Trying to clear the minions. Trying to clear the minions so that they, you know, take aggro, but with the sustain as well as the tankiness built into both characters, Tainted Steel giving them, you know, just that little bit of base protections combined with Hades' base protections in general, and all the CC, it's not looking good. It is not looking good for red team. Looking to try and get that Divine on early, but there's so much that they need now. They need a way of shredding through that crazy amount of HP that they have, being, you know, that many levels ahead. As well as, you know, the base HP, the Fenrir combined with Warrior's Axe, Gauntlet, 80s base HP. This is not looking good for red team. They're gonna have to pull some cheeky stuff right now. Maybe steal a Bull Demon and play it out till late. And late, I don't know if it even gets better late game, man. Maybe late game with Hui once he has penetration, maybe some crit. You know, it might do something. But I don't think blue team is going to allow them to get to that stage of the game. He's waiting to pick up that blue as well, it seems. Oh, nope, he picked up purple. Now they are hovering Bull Demon. Red team doing a good job at warding so they can watch as they do Bull Demon. Unfortunately, Fenrir looking to solo it himself Only going 2 kind of protection items. Warrior's Axe being a bit of penetration. Or, sorry, a bit of DPS, but ultimately a tank item. Auto speed, just kind of watching and hovering. It looks like they know he's on it, but they're not doing much to contest it. It's at about 30% now. Auto speed is alone, jumping in by himself. Now is the opportunity. Oh. Just bullying them right now as Fenrir finishes Bull Demon, just like that. That was pretty much their only opportunity to make a comeback. They needed to commit there. They needed to jump earlier, get the Hu Yi ult out. They should have immediately jumped on him there, in my opinion. I think that was their one chance. But they didn't allow that to happen. Boom. Oh, silence the dash, just like that. That is a dead bird right there. Yeah. They've got so much HP online now. Just simply from the level lead. They just don't have enough for it. It's looking like this is getting close to the end. It is still early on. They might not be able to pressure out the Titan just yet. Hu Yi still has beads. Hu Yi ult. Juked by the Fenrir. Still having jump shells. Gets popped. Ooh, that could have been a nice return revenge kill. That would have been ideal for him. That would have been like 2 fucking levels off a single kill. But Hades backs off and just drops their blue and can reset as Fenrir walks over to that red buff. Hu Yi struggling to get these stacked, and it's not going to get any easier with the fire minions either, that's for sure. Alright, Fenrir backing off. Typhon's completed, as well as a full bank ross from Hades. Only anti-heal is Thoth. Serrated as well on Fenrir. The amount of sustain is absolutely bonkers. Auto speed waiting around for the Fenrir to walk up to try and soak up as much experience as a team as possible, which is what you want to do. Stick together as much as you can. Never miss any lick of experience that you can obtain. Penetration finally online for Hu Yi, but I think it is a little too late in the game at this point. No one on this team pretty much having too many protections either way either. It's mostly more so just the absurd amount of health that they have. Dominance even being good. Almost catching the Thoth, but it is not enough. Fenrir pressuring him. Ooh, good stun by him. Pulling him out of Fountain. And he gets away with it. As Hades is still full health, but they don't have the health to try and pressure out the Titan now. Good poke, as well as anti-heal being applied. Fenrir backing up, looking towards purple. Phoenix kind of looking to respawn. Definitely going for some ballsy plays on the blue team. Fucking dive in Fountain. Jeez, that was a little scary. I definitely need to put pajamas on. I don't know why. I am slowly getting colder and colder. Oh my goodness. Fenrir's back at full health with that sustain. Ooh, that could have been deadly for him. Hades coming up the flank with full health. Clearing the wave. Not even choosing to back. Low mana on the Fenrir, but beads are down on the Thoth, and they know that Thoth has to play to his strengths and keep back. Clear that wave as much as he can. Group that for the healing with the Hades as well. It would be smart of them to back off now, go back to base, and try and get the Bull Demon or pressure out that Phoenix. Especially with their lead, they don't want to overstay their welcome. So, Thoth is backing off, finishing his next item, it seems. Straight into Obshard. Pen finished on him as well. Hu Yi maybe going into a Kins. If he can get that Kins online, man, they're so close. They're so close to just having a chance here. Gamer subs. All right. Starting up Bull Demon as it respawns. They do have to be wary about the fire minions that are going to push up. They have 2 choices: either defend the Bull Demon or let the fire wave push up. So it looks as if they're just going to let that happen. 2 wards down as well from the blue team, so they know exactly where they are too. Auto speed already ready to pressure them. Looks like he's starting up a poly as well. Crazy sustain from the Hades. Good bounces from the Hu Yi, man. There's a reason he's made it this far. Beads, both relics still down for Thoth. Waiting for the dash as well. Ooh, baits out the beads. Grabs him after. Hades jumps in into the insta-kill. Wow, you couldn't see it because I had the thing off. But just like that, the game goes to auto speeds into the semi-finals. GG's, folks. On to round 4, my friends. GG's. The entire time, we're pretty late into this game. as we just watched an entire other one. I thought I would at least check up on this. Why don't I have sound? For some reason... Okay, there we go. That was weird. So we got Hades and Serket. A Serket pick is not what I expected. Serket into double anti-heal is nice. Level 16 to 17 and 18. This is definitely going to be an uphill battle for red team here. Gold in hand here. If they can get to late game, it's anyone's game as it is Joust. They both seem to be battling for this Bull Demon. Holding on, red team is. 3k down at 16, 17 minutes, but the closer they get to level 20, again, it's anyone's game. We got Christy Dixon and Alfie and Mishu, and I am Mr. Noob. Lots of healing on this team. Already Divine as well as a Contagion as well. A full tank Serket with Hades as the DPS. It looks as though they got pressured early, would be my guess. Lots of sentries coming out from that team, which might not be great for red team, as they are already behind. But if they can hold on to late game, like I said, a Tainted Steel as well. Crazy amounts of anti-heal. Both relics up for both teams. Good clear for Hades. Level 17 to 18, 19. It looks like they're not able to get Bull Demon for free though. Ooh. Beads comes out from Chris. After this game, you can start round 4, by the way. Level 20 on the Anubis. Anubis seems to be doing very well here. Lots of defense on the Herc. Lots of health to deal with. Chris seems like he'll need a Reaver. You do have the true damage from the Serket. They're probably going to try and pressure at the Hades, knowing that his beads are down. Serket can kind of get up in their face. Bull Demon is just being heavily contested. It's almost impossible for Hades to just get in there, though. But the Serket is shredded, jumping back in. Unfortunate. Looks like Bull Demon is going straight over to blue team. Hades doing what he can, getting some farm, going for the red buff as blue team secures the Bull Demon for free. Serket still having beads and blink, opted not to beads there for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's not over yet. Maybe red team can pull this back. Lots of gold in hand for blue team though. Both players are going to be able to finish an entire item once they back and then pressure out with that Bull Demon. Red team just needs to hang on for dear goddamn life. That is their best bet right now. Red buff was dropped. Hercules sees that, choosing to back now. Wasting a bit of that Bull Demon time and not having an ADC could be bad for them. He probably should wait for the Serket to come and get this experience like he's doing. Perfect. Almost level 18 onto that Serket. Serket going up and trying to clear the way before they go and pressure the Phoenix with the Bull Demon. Trying to clear that wave while they can. Serket getting that level 16 instantly. Percentage pen also on the Serket. Trying to distract them as she's tanky. They can't kill them instantly. Half of the Bull Demon already gone. Just distracting them, keeping them pushed up, which is what they want. Hercules still having beads. Sorry, blink. Ooh, going straight and just trying to distract them. He is very tanky. Beads comes out into the ult, which secures it, but he's able to jump out. Chris going in. Oh, damn. He went for a bold play. Had he backed off there, it might have been better for him. Because Bull Demon might have come up in time, but he tried to go for the Anubis, but the shell was just a little too much. Walls, thank you. As the Bull Demon just wears off. So very close. Herc is just going to tank this, and it looks like there's not much they can do. Serket with the beads, but no ult, no cooldowns. Ooh, back up into the wrap 3, just like that. Serket gets out. Hey, ooh, Anubis is poked out, and Serket has percentage pen. They might not be able to end here if Serket does this properly. Or there is, you know, Anubis exists. Chris up in 8 seconds. Serket ult into the true damage. Gets stunned. No, it's so close. That would have been huge. Chris just spotting Serket almost holds the game. Wow, so close. A very close game. GG's, congratulations to blue team. God damn, that looked like an exciting one, boys. GG's. Yeah, everyone, before you guys start round 4, by the way, please do low spectator delay from now on. Shibalonke and a Terra. All right, folks, we are back with round number 4. We got Cosmos and Jesse, both very known, notorious players in the joust scene as well as Duel overall, for Jesse especially. But Cosmos is very widely known for doing very well in these tournaments. Chat is going wild there in the corner, right, boys? Let's get crazy. We got some crazy games ahead of us. Lots of teams have been eliminated. This is currently round 4. Semifinals are next. Let's drop these bad boys. Drop the little walls there. Show up the items. Golden Hand, as well as the bands. On the blue team, we have Aphrodite, Hachiman, Bacchus, and Huyi. And on the top right, you can see the red team's bands. Now, Cosmos and Jesse going against what we've seen from pretty much every single other team, which is interesting to see. Every other team we've seen has a healer and a DPS. So far, it seems. Now, red team, very clearly, has a healer as well as a... as well as a DPS. All right, we'll be right back. It looks like they are resetting really quickly. All right, folks, and we are back. Here we go. All right, they accidentally set it to dual rules because Jesse is a bit of a dual bot, as you know. There we go. Bands, they just skipped the bands. We got it. At least we got to see them before they ended up switching it. We'll click the U here. Bada boom, bada bing. Golden Hand. Straight to the items. But yeah, as I was saying, this team, like, not really a tanky character on them. Like, they're literally going completely against what we've seen before. Not really a tanky team. No sustain-based character against an ADC and a sustain-based character, like, with multiple healing. But I think they have a strategy planned because immediately Cosmos is whipping out some crazy shit with the Tainted Steel breastplate. Horrific! Dude, we're about to see something weird. We're about to see something wacky. We're about to see something wacky. Why am I not hosting myself or playing myself? I don't think I'd be allowed to play my own tournaments. Imagine I just hosted an Uller-only duel tournament. And I just, like, played on myself. I feel like that would be against the rules. I like casting anyways. I have fun. I don't ask for anything from Hyros anyways. All the gems, like, and stuff like that go to Iced GG, the people that run the tournament for me and all that. I don't really need gems or anything. This is for you guys more than anything. So we got a Horrific and Carapace Shard coming out from them. A Beads on the X-Ball. Shell on the Terra. Another Sands of Time that we're seeing on a support as well. You don't think they're cooking, bro? Oh, they're literally not cooking. No recipes either. Damn. Starting the blue, Jesse keeping pressure up on the red. X-Ball using his clear almost immediately, tanking it. Waiting for the shred. See if he can sustain it. Oh my goodness. Set manages to steal it. Forces up the dash. Stays on him. Popped the Carapace and got not only red, but got X-Ball to like 2 HP. Straight over to the enemy blue, but low mana on to Cosmos as he did start very low power. It took him a while to actually kill that blue buff to begin with. Terra trying her best. I think she managed to actually take it. They managed to get a buff. Good for them. A very, very interesting strategy. Wait, I thought he used Carapace. Did he not use it against that? He did that much damage without using the Carapace? I was looking at this. He used the Horn Shard on the buff, actually. Low mana on Cosmos. This is a very, like, they're cooking but not cooking at the same time, you know? They're cooking up an interesting strategy. No, I forgot the recipe for a while until chat kind of, like, made fun of me so much I almost cried when I would stream 6 hours a day, and, like, it kind of forced me to just get used to it, so. Hovering around the purple buff, just making sure they're not getting it. Standing near the mid wave, waiting until Cosmos is in the area to get the experience. Second tier defense on Cosmos as well. Griffin Wing start from the X-Ball, double root into the 2. I don't know, red team seems to have it composed. Ult for Peel on Terra. Jesse low on HP here. Raijin still, you'd think that the The Horrific would actually go onto the set here for the pressure. Both teams seem very competent. Both players dashing in, immediately pressuring the Terra because she did dash, hitting level 5. Wow, they acted on that so quickly. Very good coordination coming out from blue team. The second Terra dash, she did not expect to be caught out there. Straight under the purple, farming as much as possible. X-Ball almost level 5 here. All right. There we go. Bluestone set for start, or as a starter for set here, which is good. Poke. Ryzen almost having enough for, it looks like a breastplate, I would imagine. Okay. Tank Ryzen with a bit of a tanky set. It seems as though that is the meta in most things, which is why I consider having no defense for this and just going like a pure balls to the wall, full damage game here for the 2v2. But I just wanted something basic, just a nice little 2v2 tournament. Terra looks like, I don't know what was, oh, she did use her shard. Okay. Trying to pressure them back to try and get that red buff maybe? Jessie staying, baiting them forward, Ryzen backing for that full tier breastplate. Yep. Finish that up. Jessie staying to contest that red, making sure they're not going to get it for free. At the very least. So we got a tank Ryzen and a very healthy set. Both players looking straight for that red. X-Ball using the 2 very quickly again, relying on the Terror to try and steal this, but Set seems quite competent, and Set manages to steal it once again. Ryzen dashing in a little out of position, but Set on the back line with a full red buff, and he's also so tanky. Giga, please stop launching Star Wars. I beg of you, bro. You are seriously killing me. Like, please, man. That's like the 50th time. They look like they have actually gotten their recipes here as well. Alright, trying to go for that blue once again. Set with the ability base with Bluestone. Ooh, but a little late on that. Ryzen dash. Terra managed to steal blue once again. Turn those game notifications off. I know, but I don't know how. And we are in the middle of spectating. I don't feel like tabbing out in the middle of this match. Just because Giga doesn't know how to launch a goddamn game. Alright. Ryzen clearing that out. Same start as the Hui that we saw. Pretty much the exact same start as that Bacchus from the other game. They're pulling out the exact same strategy from the very first Bacchus we saw against Budger, as well as Nikita. I am curious to see what they are going to build next. Gauntlet finished on both parties. Ryzen is going full tank immediately with blue. He's going to be max cooldown. He is going to be spamming abilities. It looks like the strat is just a bunch of health here. That seems to be their strategy. Jesse's and Cosmos. Is Jesse or Cosmos streaming this, by the way? Looks like Set's going some damage from now on. Thebes seems to be the go-to play here. Wow. I wish I was that consistent on Set, man. I suck. Cosmos can just run up there and bully, and he's so accurate with that consistent poke with low cooldown, man. Holy. Yeah, they're streaming. They want to keep their strats hidden. Wow. They are just so ready and coordinated. Like, I wouldn't have even... I wasn't even ready for that. Like, I didn't expect them to die there at all. Like, out of nowhere. Boom. Just dead. Boom. Dead. Oh yeah, that's a fucking Thebes set, by the way. You're dead. This is not going as I expected. I don't think red team was ready for it either. Ryzen going straight into a Genji's or a Shogun's. Either one will give 10% cooldown. Combined with that blue is a full cooldown Ryzen with already anti-heal with the Tainted. Tainted is so extremely useful in situations like this. Both not only the lifesteal that X-Ball's getting, but Terra's healing as well, of course. Alright. Blue team hovering around the red. It seems as though Cosmos as well as Autospeed seem to be the top contenders currently at the current moment. They are on opposite sides of the bracket, so who knows by the finals. Red buff just spawning, but Johnny Set is here perfectly on time with a full tier Jotuns. 20% cooldown off the rip. X-Ball only level 8 and both players level 10 on the blue team as well. 2 kills on the set. Tons of pressure, especially with the tank Raijin to hold them at bay. Looking like they're kind of baiting the red buff, looking to see if they'll move up at all. But they're not too worried. Cosmos just simply doesn't give a fuck. Dashing in, poking him out, but good ult by the Terra, forcing out the ult from Raijin. But Raijin is so tanky, he can hold them both at bay, while Jesse just does the red. Gets some groceries, fucking feeds the dog. Doesn't matter. Does whatever you want. And fucking Terra has gotten every goddamn blue buff somehow. I don't like, bro. Goddamn, like he gets every blue. He's holding on. Every blue buff, bro. Every blue. He gets it. You know, he's not giving that up at least. He's the one thing that we can at least agree on. The man keeps those blues. Oh, Pridwin. Wow. I feel like their strategy would work well late game, but the pressure from this early game comp with Jesse and Cosmos just seems to be overwhelming. Oh, Terra. Going for it again. Nope. She's saving her power for her own blue. She's not getting greedy, and I understand that. I did not ask Shaz. I'm just trying to say Terra did a good job at stealing it anyways. Set looking like he's going into either a Crusher, a Beat Stick here, I would imagine. Raijin able to just dash in, bully them. That's X-Ball's dash out. And they're going to pay close attention to that. Because last time, as you can see, they immediately just destroyed him. Good clear coming out from blue team as well. Hovering around Bull Demon, level 12 on both sides here for getting a creep like a bunch of noobs. Straight to Bull Demon though. Terra, woefully aware of the situation. X-Ball in mid, clearing the wave, trying to bait the Terra out. Forcing her to play back as Jesse wails on the Bull Demon, having red as well as Jotuns and Bluestone. That's quite a bit of damage. Cosmos keeping them at bay even with full power. Maybe Terra can use her epic secure skills to maybe steal that. Having to dash out, they completely reset, but Bull Demon is not complete. Good X-Ball ult, but Terra is just so in position and Set spawns an army, and he's not done yet. That's a full fucking defense Raijin, by the way, FYI. Just wanted to remind you. Well, just like that, they're able to get the tower. Very good bait on the Bull Demon there. Like, I don't even know what they could have done. Raijin was completely out of position, but him being so tanky, he was just able to pressure them out. And then our boy Set came out in his backup, and then dropped the Bull Demon, allowing them to get Bull Demon for Phoenix as well, which is even better for them. Raijin seems to be very, very strong. I have heard that he's very strong, especially in the Conquest setting. So it looks like he is going into that Crusher. Crusher is complete. Enough gold for either a Divine or whatever pen item that the Raijin is choosing to go. Pridwin complete on the Terra, but unfortunate for them as X-Ball finishes his Azzy. Raijin just finished his Divine. They planned ahead of time. Regardless, they got that Divine online, which gives him base penetration as well as a bunch of extra power, combined with the fact that, you know, he's tanky and he's also dealing and dishing out all this damage. Jumping around, looking to try and steal that blue. Come on, Terra, get the blue! Woo! He got another blue, boys! He's on it! You can't take it away from him! Ooh, good stun. Cosmos out of position. Jesse having a battle with the fucking minions, almost catching out the Raijin, but it's not quite enough. Had they been equal in levels, I think that Raijin might have died there, but Raijin knows what he's capable of because of all the tankiness that he has. Relics come out of the Terra as well. Relics coming back up on blue team. They're probably gonna look for a fight around Bull Demon. Both players enough for a tier 1 as they back here, getting some wards. It looks like they are looking to pressure that right now. This Terra is the blue buff MVP, I will say that. My throat is starting to hurt. What the hell? Oh no, Maggie messed with my mic. Oh, whatever. I sound fine, right, John? Blue team waiting around the corner, seeing what they'll do, but they do have vision, unbeknownst to them. Lots of wards. They got the sick Fire Giant ward. I love this little ward, he's so cute. Ooh, good stun onto Cosmos, but Cosmos is just so tanky. No pen on the X-Ball just yet. Good poke from the Raijin with 1 damage item, by the way. Almost half health on the X-Ball as well. X-Ball having just about enough for an Eggsy if that's what he's building. Good penetration. Let's see if Terra is alone over here, though. They are just bursting this down. Oh, no steal from the Terra. Both players dash in, wait for the X ball to come up. Set ult gets put out, but Cosmos with the disengage, but they line them up with the additional clones for a giant drop of DPS. Set still having ult, getting close, applies the slow, and that is a kill onto the Terra. Double kill for Jesse. And just like that, it looks like they are going to get a free bird here. I think no wonder these people made it to the end, but I don't think they were prepared for this strategy. I don't think I would have been either. A tank Raijin is something to be afraid of. 20 seconds on the Terra. They might try and end here. They might not have the DPS, no ults on either side. It looks like they are trying to pressure it out, though. I don't know how much X-Ball can do. If he's not careful, he's going to get annihilated. Keeping the pressure on. Holy Jesus. As he hits the Titan, he pokes him out. They simply do not care. X-Ball dash comes out. Terra coming to defend. Gets the stun onto the set, but the beads comes out. Both players less than half, looking to pressure it up, but they still got to be careful on red side here because these two are level 16 compared to 13. But if they don't kill here, I think they're just going to be able to pressure them out and win the game. So it looks like that is what is going to happen. Unfortunately for the red, not much they can do unless they killed them there. They could just walk up. Both players so tanky and having so much DPS. Going in on him alone, which is scary. Ooh, almost gets the stun. Good juke by Cosmos. Cosmos was just swinging his dick around. Man could have easily back and ended the game, but he said, you know what? I still got hands. Still going. Not backing. 2.5k gold in hand. Homie just wants the red. Okay, all right. That's something. Berserker's online for set as well. Even more additional attack speed. Rem stationing at 29, man.
Smoot.
Smoot. All right, 2,800 gold in hand. He might go for a full tier rod, would be my guess. More defense. Works for him. Yeah, unless X-Ball gets like a Kins going. Like, it seems as though a lot of the strategies we're seeing are building a lot of HP and pressuring them before they're able to finish. Before they're able to finish their Kins or HP shred items, which we've seen on both the top players' teams right now, Jesse's as well as Auto Speed's. Some of the earlier, like, top players were also knocked out, surprisingly, in earlier rounds, which was a little unexpected. It seems as though some people are a lot more familiar with the 2v2 meta. So I am interested to see the finals and who makes it. We're currently on the quarterfinals right now. Boom. Nice Auk coming up from the Raijin. Jesse immediately going in, pressuring at the Titan, and securing the win for blue team. Congratulations to Cosmos and Jesse. Well played by both teams. Lots of stomps. We're seeing lots of one-sided matches, which seems to be the way of the game so far. Anyways, onward to the semifinals, boys. GG's. This is the good content chat where I pet my cat. What is going on, guys? We have officially made it to the semi-finals. I am joined by my lovely co-host here, who is peacefully sleeping in my lap. As you can see, Milo is just chilling. Today, now we have Cody as well as Light Tunnel against Auto Speed and Auto Red, who are doing a bit of a similar strategy. We finally see an Aphrodite in this that isn't actually banned, which is a first. Golden hand, there we go. Click U, show the bands. Left side we have a Hades, Set, Arachne, and Ao Kuang bands. On the right you can see it up there. Aphrodite finally made it through, which is going to be very interesting for sure. I recognize the names, Cody and Light Tunnel. This could be either party that is going to win here. Later, Jesus. Looks like Milo is done being my co-host for now. Let's go put him over here. There you go. He's done his little nap. Anyways, no more crotch cam for you, unfortunately, I know. Anyways, let's get to it, boys. We got the Life Steal Shard on the Kabrakan for the additional power early game. Tainted into, we'll see. Then we're going the exact same strategy, it looks like, into Gauntlet with Warriors. Wow. I got a lot of freaking hair on my face. Oh, wait, that's my beard. All right. Anyways, on her, starting with Leather Cowl, and not the Griffin Wing start that we're used to seeing.
Minions have spawned.
Thank you, Carrie. Warrior's Blessing on the Fenrir, Tainted on Cab, Double Chalice, no health potions, or sorry, no mana potions, starting immediately on the blue. So the early game pressure team is going to go straight for the red. Maybe they know that they're going to get pressured out and they want to just at least secure this, give Aphrodite a bit of MP5, as well as, you know, a bit of extra cooldown, tagging the wave. They have some decent clear, especially with the fact that Cabrakan now has a 3-second tremor, which is kind of ridiculous. Look at like they're going through the exact same strategy as they did prior, but not as much sustain as they had with Hades. Ooh, kind of bad for red. Unfortunate missed impale. Auto speed trying to back. They're gonna pressure out this blue though. They have a lot of sustain, low HP on auto speed. Impale's down, so they're backing off a little bit here. Fenrir having the red, always gotta watch out for that. But lack of mana, no mana potions at all on the Cabrakan. So they are still looking to pressure that out. Tagging the wave, so the creeps are going to move up, so they're kind of forced to make a decision here. Ooh, into the impale, so they take it, but looks like red team's looking to pressure them out about. Aphrodite, ooh, the blink in, good jump, stun for the tremor from Cody. Very well played by both teams here. We have a game on our hands here, boys. Both players very competent here on both teams. No relic expended other than the blink as the cab tried to lock them in there with the tremor. Low mana on both. They kind of accounted for this, expecting to be able to get their own blue, but the pressure from the Aphrodite as well as an ADC as well. Okay. Good clear from the blue team here as well. Stopping the back on red on both layers so they can pressure out the purple. Maybe make them lose some gold to the tower. Level 5 onto the blue team. Okay. Wow, I expected the early game to go a little more smoothly for the red, but it seems as though blue has won the early engagements here. Fazzetti already backed. Thebes completely finished on Afro, probably saving up for that starter item next. Cabrakan looking like he's doing the same thought start, but they banned out his Hades, so they don't have that sustain and that pressure early game, but maybe they'll make something work with the Cabrakan Fenrir strategy. Okay. Got a lot of Thebes is stacking on her, going immediately into an Azzy, I would presume. Even more sustain. Looks like they're just trying to survive the early game stage, because that's where the Cabrakan and Fenrir are really going to shine. And if they get late game, both the enemy team is going to be very tanky though, especially with the Fenrir and Cab. So who knows, having no tank could be pretty bad for them. Aphrodite is acting as their tank, and Aphrodite is a very, very strong pick in a 2v2 setting, for sure. One of the top banned ones that we've seen so far in the tournament. Good ult. Ooh, holding that Afro ult for very long. Good ult by the On. Her shell comes out, tries to jump in, putting himself in a position, continuing tremors up into the stun, forcing out the beads from the On. Her good 180 as well from the On. Her, but wow. Both teams playing that very well. Afro holding the ult perfectly, but it just wasn't enough. No mana on pretty much both sides here for red, but tremors are consistently up. Fenrir just needs enough mana for one jump. Knowing that the beats are down, steals the red though. Some good came of it. Both red team choosing to back a full wave here for the Aphrodite to come back to. Even with the very well-timed Afro ult, it just wasn't enough. They timed it up very perfectly. It seems as though the strategy of red team is very consistent with just getting those beads out as soon as possible, and the Aphrodite ult, even when they have two essential beads built in with an Aphrodite ult combined with an On Her. It just simply is not enough for the pressure that these two are oozing out on red team here. Excuse me, sorry, my throat is very dry. I've been doing commentary for a little while now, a couple hours. But it's very fun, and I hope you're enjoying the tournament as well. Please be sure to like the video and comment if you did enjoy it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have any suggestions for the next tournament as well, of course, let me know. Book of Thoth completed for Cabrakan, opting to go a little bit of damage. Sands of Time on the Afro for 20% cooldown combined with blue. Azzy, as I predicted, finished on her. They really want to take advantage of the sustain, as they only have Tainted Steel for anti-heal right now. Pretty much equal in experience, a little bit in the leeway of red team, obviously, but Not anything game-changing just yet. Beat's still down on Honor, though. He's got to watch out for that. But he still does have... Oh, I thought Kraken was going to go for a blink there. He still has his ults if he's a little paranoid, as well as Aphrodite ult to back him up. Lots of CC immunity and lots of peel onto the blue team. Good reaction coming from the Honor. Instant clear. Good poke onto the Fenrir. Fenrir still a little squishy. Blink coming out from the cab. Instant stun from the Aphrodite. Very quick reaction. Jumping at the perfect time as well. Stun comes out from the Fenrir. Still has ult. Ooh, launches him into the corner, and a return kill onto the Fenrir. A quick revenge kill. Pressure still onto the Kraken with no blink up. No kill, but a nice return kill onto the Honor. Wow. Playing that perfectly. Not using his ult too early. Not even wasting it when he impaled him into the side there. I expected an ult. But he secured it with the auto attacks. Wasn't even worried, and he still has his ultimate up for the next engagement if Fenrir chooses to ult. Or he's even going to have beats up now. Uh-oh. Things are not going in the favor of red team all of a sudden. That revenge kill is big for them. Lifesteal coming up on Kraken as well. Let's see what Honor builds into next. I'm going to assume that would be an Exi, just like that. Yes, lots of sustain to keep himself alive. Both teams, especially blue team, doing such a quick job and great job of just reacting instantly and immediately cooperating. Especially with that cab blink instantly. They trust each other so much and so well. Very confident in their play. Fenrir coming around the back, misses the jump. But trusting in each other completely for these Aphrodite ults as well as the setups and peel for both of these players. Very well done by blue team. Doing a very good job at keeping the red team at bay and dealing with their early game pressure. Both relics up for blue team. No blink on the Kraken. 2 items on the Honor, which could be scary for the Fenrir, but all ults are up on both teams. Ooh, a bit of a used 2. The Aphrodite. We have ourselves our first non-stomp game. Wow, you're right. Interesting to say the least. Looks like Fenrir's going straight into that red, instantly cleared. And he's going right into Beatstick after that, I would imagine, on the Fenrir. Their blues coming up. So, relatively pretty much even right about now. Aphrodite enough for a full tier Chronos Pen as she decides to back, but it looks like they're going to clear one more wave. Kraken already pretty much half stacked on that Thoth, opting to go the damage route, as opposed to more of a tanky Kraken looking to burst them. So he is a little squishy, they have to look out for that. He does have the base HP of a Guardian, but Fenrir seems to be the more tanky one with lots of HP to work with in general. Working with their CC is probably going to be their biggest, advantage coming into this matchup. And they have to do it very well, but blue team is doing such a good job at feeling themselves. It's actually crazy. Still trying to gank. No wards left. They have vision. They're looking out for these ganks because they know they're coming. Especially since they've done it 3 times in a row now. They've got to be ready for that at this point. Into the Jotuns as opposed to Beatstick. Red team's probably not really going to even want to fight. Blue team kind of forcing them into the mid-game section until they get anti-heal. Maybe they will try and rely on their own healing to counteract it with Bancrofts combined with Fenrir too, but I don't think it's going to be able to keep up with an Azzy combined with Afro heal. We'll see what they do. Straight onto the Afro. Blink on her with the peel into the ult, but Aphrodite's still in a decent spot. Shells before it, ults immediately after. On her right behind, pressuring out the Fenrir, turning onto the Kraken. Timing their ults perfectly, jumping on a cab with a stun through the wall, hits him with it, just misses the impale, but Fenrir goes straight onto the Afro, but it's almost enough as Afro runs and on her shreds her down. Wow. So close. Well played. Damn. Cody and Light Tunnel did not come to play today. They came to win. Well done. There we go. First tower goes to the blue team. Blue team seems to have a... Blue team seems to be winning majority. Is that Phoenix already? 9 minutes into the game, it looks like they're able to take a Phoenix.
Oh, no.
That is not good for red, especially with this early game strategy. Kraken going into even more damage with no cooldown. No form of, just consistent escape or peel with his 1. Stuns with the 2, just going straight for that damage. Fenrir also going damage. Only 1 real consistent tank item across this entire team. Obviously the starters checking purple. But yeah, the pressure, Dude, blue team is just so freaking ready, man. Like, they are just ready to brawl. Like, they're just so prepared for their strategy. Blue team is doing such an excellent job. One mistake, one slip up would cost them so much. At least the red team gets red, but they are going to be kind of pinched here. But the consistency with the kisses, dude. I wish that were me. God damn. The consistency with the kisses, the back-offs, the Afro ults, the hesitation, the patience, the use of shell. Milo, what are you doing? There goes the blue buff, straight to blue team. Me too, bro, me too. I get you, man, I get you. Aphrodite backing for her full defense item, which might be a pestilence, I'd imagine. There we go. Whipped it out. Blue buff draw for Aphrodite, who has full cooldown already 10 minutes in with just essentially 2 items. Almost got his Thoth stacked finally on the Cabrakan. Milo, please do not drag your toy under me. I know you're gonna... Careful. Milo, please, God. Leave it up there. Thank you, Milo. Appreciate it. Pestilence, which is even more HP. Maybe a Magi is being built. So they have a third set of beads. Oh, actually quadruple, combined with the fact that Afro also has beads now. Both the red team have beads now as well. Only a level behind on the Cabrakan, so it's not completely over. Cabrakan waiting just enough for Typhons. Maybe that percentage pen will give him just a little bit of a power spike that maybe they can pull something off here. But depending on how close they are to 15, Phoenix is coming up. They might need to make a play right now. Gets the stun, but is immediately countered into the ult for the back off. Ooh, misses the one, unfortunately, auto speed. Auto red is stuck pretty far to position, has to jump back. They turn back on Cabrakan. Cabrakan a little out of position, trying to run back. If he survives, there might be hope. Ooh, bit of uncoordination there, but he's just trying to survive into the ult. But it seems as though blue is able to seal the deal. Cabrakan down as Fenrir tries to pressure them out, but they dealt with that early game way too well. Well done by blue team. The victory of the semifinals goes to Light Tunnel and Cody, the underdogs that we didn't really expect, but goddamn did they ever show up for this game. Anyways, chat, onward to the grand finals. It will be a best of 3 between Cody and Cody and Tunnel versus whoever wins the other game. Anyways, let's get to the finals, folks. All right, and we are on the other semi-final match. I figured we would watch this just for a little bit, just to see how this game is going. We got Sadie and Deadly versus Cosmos and Jesse, again with the non-tanky teams, which seems to be, if Cosmos and Jesse make it to the finals, it seems as though the end teams are going to be squishies. Usually in these settings, you would expect to see gods that just have pure, you know, just pure HP base, like warriors that used to dominate the meta. Also, do not start finals until I say I'm going to watch this entire game through. Might as well. Hopefully you guys want that as well. We have a blink on Camazotz. Cosmos on Thoth. Cosmos is a nasty Thoth. That is for certain, boy. Caddy? Oh, my bad. Caddy. Sadie. Alright, yeah, sorry. I mess up my C's a lot because, you know, I'm half French. Sadie. Oui, oui, mon ami. Alright, so we have a bit of tankiness going on from Oleron here to deal with the Camazotz. Again, sustain-based characters seem to be quite dominant. Bit of a squishier team on both sides here. Amaterasu obviously acting as the tank, and we have Camazotz somewhat acting as the tank as well. Anyways, Oleron going auto attack based, of course. Thoth able to poke from distance, rushing into that Chronos Pendant. Blue buff and Sands of Time, which will instantly give him full cooldown, of course. Jesse with lots of sustain on Camazotz. I know Jesse is quite confident in his Camazotz, especially with the fact that he's going to be very tanky. It looks like they've switched roles from Cosmos being the tanky Raijin to the poking Thoth. I have seen Cosmos literally completely change a game with his Thoth ults. I watched a clip of Cosmos literally Thoth ulting and one-shotting a guy and winning a Joust game because of it. Absolute machine. So I am curious to see it in action, as much as I hate Thoth. Alright, low mana on the red team here. Cosmos looking to somewhat back I think they can make it back in time for red. They're backing a little late. They might not make it in time. They are immediately rushing at a base, of course, to try and make it. We'll take a quick look. Golden Hand, the bans. On the left side, we have Aphrodite on her. Ooh. As well as Hachiman and Hu Yi. A lot of pure, pretty much ADC bans on the left side. And then we have the top right bans as well. That Raijin is banned out. Just like that, the battle continues. Rage is on. Thieves completed as well as Telkines. Thoth keeping his distance as Jesse makes pressure. Thieves completed on both sides here. Charon's coin. Very early to get that penetration. Interesting choice. Not rushing immediately into the Chronos Bennett that we all expected. Low mana on... Ooh, he got poked out heavily in mid. And Jesse was able to steal the red, jumping onto him, trying to body block him in place here. Thoth already dashed, so we can't help him out here, but that should be a free blue buff as well. Going to the blue team. Cosmos just trying to poke them out and distract them as the blue buff is being stolen here. Able to just destroy it from the other side of the wall, even with vision from the red team and knowledge that they're there. It just quite isn't enough. Both Chesters are up, combined with purple. Very good timing for the blue team here, just pressuring out completely. The sustain early game with Camazotz, combined with the fact that Amaterasu's mana is just not that efficient in the early stages of the game, is really helping out blue team here. Camazotz is a good choice for a tank character. This is best of one. Finals are best of three. Oloron mostly rushing a lot of lifesteal. We either have a Bancross or a Typhon Seer if he wants to rush the early game pen. And Aegis as well. Not a CC heavy driven team, as we saw with the auto red, auto speed strategy, where they try and just pressure out a lot with CC chains. This team seems to be more focused on poke and sustain, which ultimately seems to be the better case overall. I'm very excited for the finals. Whatever team wins. I am interested, especially with the less tankier teams that we're seeing and all the action in the early stages. Good pressure by Amaterasu. Ama being very tank, looking to get into maybe a vital amp. Get some mobility as well as additional power anytime she passed that heal. And Alma was also recently buffed, Thoth dealing an absurd amount of damage from a distance. Just keeping his distance while Camazotz just continuously sustains back to full health. Pretty much. Not much can be done about it. I'm gonna fall for him ulting every single time. I would shit my pants anytime I heard him charge that ult if I was the red team, that's for sure. Okay. Oloron being forced to back, which is gonna get him out of a little bit of experience here. Level 9 on the Ama, soaking up that experience all by herself. Second tier Typhons or Bancrofts. Finished for the Oloron. Second tier defense. For the Thoth as well, it seems as though both players are going into defense on the side of blue team. Looking to just get as much poke as possible. That's what they want. Pressuring them up so that they can actually get the red buff as well. Backing perfectly, knowing very well the timer of the red here. Stopping his back. Jesse doesn't really... Oh, is he still going to commit to that back? He has enough gold for at least second tier into the item. Looks like he's going to stay. Make sure that they don't get that red. Vision on the bottom left of red. Just to see if someone's trying to gank. Okay. Red team starting up the red. Second tier vital amp on Ama. It looks like red team was able to secure that with the Ama 2. Hello, Milo. How are you, bro? Good to see you. Hope you're swell. Almost enough for whatever item. It looks like Jesse is trying to finish... Or pressure... Oh, perfect. Freaking Thoth poke over the wall. It's just absolutely insane. Ama keeping them at bay while Oloron secures the blue. That's 2 buffs onto red team. Either person's game at this point. Well, Milo gives his agreeance. Breastplate finished on the Thoth as well as a horn shard that is at least combined with blue. Full cooldown. Not the resets from Chronos Bennett, of course. So he looks like that's not the plan. Just to be a little tankier. Breastplate to deal with the Ama, so if Ama just runs at him, he's not going to die immediately. And having that additional health until someone gets something to deal with HP. Not much is going to be happening to the Thoth. Or sorry, the Camazotz. Or even the Thoth, really. Now, Although Oleron does already have some percentage pen, a lot of sustain, and not much anti-heal yet coming out from the blue team. But with that proc with Divine, it's gonna be hard for Oleron to get away with just trying to sustain off waves, even with all this additional lifesteal. It is a hefty amount, but with Thoth frickin' poking you out with Divine, man, it's something else. Like, you gotta be wary for it, dude. Alright, Amaterasu has finished up her Vital Amp. Still, Tainted Steel doing some work for Oleron here, but 2-level lead on the Thoth is just making it so he's able to bully the Oleron. Oleron being so close to level 11. But Cosmos just doing such a good job at just pressuring from a distance. My goodness. Just soaking up all that damage. There's only so much red team can even do. They do have vision though, so they know if Cosmos is looking around. Looking to try and get that blink and maybe go on them under tower. It looks like he just tried there, but unfortunately was put in combat.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I shouldn't do that, dude. My throat fucking hurts. Alright. Camazotz. 1100 gold in hand. Jotun's complete on Camazotz as well. Immediate 20% CDR. Amaterasu starting up her physical defense. Unfortunately, not able to stop the back on Kama. Second tier Hydras. Bit of penetration as well as those auto attack cancels are going to come in clutch. English. Divine almost online. A sprint comes out from the Thoth. Try and deal with that Oleron ult. Perhaps both players with beads as well as of a blink. Only level 12 on the Amo, who gets a shell as well as the blink. Almost level 12 for the Oleron, so this is going to be a tough fight to contest for red if they do want to do it. No ults thrown out from the Oleron yet, or the Ama. They haven't really had the opportunity. Again, Cosmo's trying to ult, just to pressure them out to try and get that red, but Ama was not letting it happen that time. Good jukes. Not much damage from Cosmos yet, as he does have Breastplate. Not a ridiculous amount of damage, but I think that is why he started Charons for the 20% pen that he's going to get early game for the lack of damage. Ults, but Jesse was able to secure it regardless. Thoth continuously poking. Well played by both players here. Milo, peace out. Alright, starting up that blue, but infamous Jesse is very much aware of that. Isn't able to steal it. This is close, man. It's not, I mean, it's going in favor XP-wise as well as gold to blue team, of course. They're doing a better job at pressuring, especially with this early game section, but red team isn't letting up. Oleron starting into a bit of a hybrid item. Looking around that blue, Thoth is alone. Knowing that Jesse is completely alone around that purple, they're going to try and, secure it themselves. But Jesse is able to take it. They can't get it. Starting up, it looks like a Berserker shield as well. This is anybody's game at this point, especially if they continue at this pace and no one gets Bull Demon. It's anyone's game late game, dude. One wipe, and it's just done. You never know. It could go in anyone's favor. Let's see what Oleron's picking up as a second relic here. Looks like he's thinking about it. He's got second tier Magi's as well. Camazotz is enough to finish Hydra, so he's choosing to go back right now. And Aegis and Shell is picked up from our boy Oleron here. Not even trying to go into that beads, as there's not really any necessity to do it. It's supposed to maybe like a little slower route. Alright. Not much to do here other than wait. It looks like he's trying to get either a Magi's or a Mantle. I'm not sure which one. But he is going to be a little tankier. This is what we're looking for. Ama just continuously trying to poke out the Thoth, which is what he has to do, as Camazotz tries the exact same thing. But it seems a little bit easier for Thoth as he can keep his distance, but gotta keep in mind that Oleron has that sustain. And if he's keeping back, the only one that's getting anti-heal is the Amaterasu. Excuse me. So, looks like Oleron's resetting, going to finish off his next item, as well as Amaterasu walking all the way back, picking up that Chester on the way. Oleron's just gonna stay, clear up one more wave. Camazotz lurking around the corner, looking for an opportunity, but nothing seems to present itself. Backing, getting ready for the fight for red. All players resetting, with lots of items to their names. Camazotz picking up a 500 potion as well as upgraded beads for these engagements. An interesting strategy. Hi. Milo says hello. Red buff respawning. Mantle acquired onto the Oleron as well as Berserkers on Amaterasu. Off, not enough pen or DPS yet to do too much to the Amaterasu, but forcing them back. The levels are kind of evening out now, only a level behind from the blue team, and they're still maintaining a respectable, you know, gold distance from blue team as well. Although they are getting out pressured, it's only 700. We've seen a lot worse by the 10-minute mark, that's for sure. Amaterasu pushing up and just sort of soaking up the damage and bullying. Thoth the dash. Knowing that it's down, they might try and look at this red buff. Thoth knows that, and he ults for it, but Amaterasu manages to steal it again. Good damage onto the Ama. That's a slow. Into the root. Immediate follow-up by Jesse. Still has ults. Good root by Cosmos, forcing the Ama ult. And when Ama ulted, she wasn't even able to proc her shell, and Oleron was not able to get there in time to actually activate his own shell to help her too. Thoth going for the root. Into the Oleron ult. Oleron looking for a bit of poke, but even with an Oleron ult, it might save the tower, but it's not enough to save the blue or his own life, it seems, as Camazotz is jumping in immediately, getting pressured out with the teamwork and coordination of Camazotz and Thoth. Crazy DPS, very effective, well done. Taking the blue as well. Now that kind of solidifies their lead. A good try, they managed to secure red, but Amaterasu was just caught a little too far out of position. Now they were going to try and pressure out tower. They don't have a ridiculous amount of damage just yet without an ADC, but with the level lead being 17, they can get that before Amaterasu even makes it back. Ama starting up a Shogun's, it looks like, to help her Oleron with a bit of attack speed. Again, it's not over. It's definitely in favor of blue team now, and blue team is going to look to pressure out this bull demon. It seems as though that was their strategy to go in these next engagements with that red buff that they threw on the Camazotz, combined with the red pot. Or they didn't manage to get the red, but they put the red pot there. Amaterasu fucking horny for damage, I guess. That was kind of scary. Wanted some vengeance there, but none was attained. Oleron either going into Hasten, Demonic, maybe a Cyclopean, but I would imagine it's a Demonic. Get a little bit of extra pen. Not a lot of HP shred on their team, which is a bit of an issue for them, as Camazotz has a lot of HP to deal with, and only 20% pen currently. So he's probably going to want to finish it off with a Demonic. Gooseberries is helping him out a little bit as well. Now, red team does have sentries and lots of vision ready to go. They have double wards, at least on the Thoth here. They're paying close attention. They know exactly where the wards are. They're making good communication, knowing exactly where to be careful. Jesse backing on top of a ward. It looks like he's buying something. Maybe just waiting for his relics to come up, as both 25 seconds on each one. Relics up on both sides of red team other than the shell on Oleron. They were resetting, making sure they have relics before they try to pressure that. Trying to make sure that they can get that bull demon before both players hit level 20. Chill. Stop being so pissy. Dude, you kept saying chill, and I thought that, like, you were saying me, and I was, like, saying something wrong. I just now realized 16 minutes into the game you're saying chill because Thoth was saying it. Anyways, Shogun's is finished up on the Amaterasu. Oleron is probably getting close to actually capping out that attack speed. Camazotz picks up that red buff there. Just trying to get level 20, man. That's their goal. Jesse, as well as Thoth, they're very close to that, and they know that. They're just about full build with full items. They need to win this soon. Ama dashes in. Again, putting herself a bit out of position, forcing out the ult. Cam still hits the root. Camazotz in the air. Thoth's dash is down. Shell gets popped from the Amaterasu. Just missed. Good juke from the Oleron, keeping himself alive. Amaterasu resets with only a shell lost, although that is ult. It will be up here soon enough. Sprint comes out from the Thoth as well. They're getting close to potentially making it to late game here. They're doing a good job at surviving. Or they can get late game, who knows? Maybe Amaterasu can get in there. Maybe Amaterasu can get in there, pressure out the Thoth, but it is more easily said than done, especially when they're getting poked out consistently, and Jesse's jumping around your back line, pressuring out the Oleron. Hello, Milo. Milo is cheering for one of the teams. Who are you cheering for, Milo? Thoth is staying, clearing out some waves as Camazott's backs. Oh, nope, he's not backing. 1,800 gold in hand. It looks like both players want to reset. But blue team is woefully aware that they need to try and get the Bull Demon now. As they're level 20, just about to finish their entire build. They need to do something here soon. Hi. Hello. Meow. Alright, still not backing. It looks like they want a full item before they actually sell their recipes. Milo, who you rooting for? Oh my goodness, it looks like red team is immediately trying to rush Bull Demon, knowing that Thoth is backing. This could be their big break. This could be huge for them. Oh, they are resetting. That could have been big, but risk over reward. They're level 18. They're getting close to 20. Almost full items. They're very, very close, right? Yeah? What are you thinking about? All right, level 20 on the blue side. 18 working towards it. Almost full build. 1,000 gold in a hand each. Camazot's not finished his items, but Reaver has been bought onto the Thoth, which is going to be a lot of damage onto the Amaterasu. Amma being forced to back off here. Gonna finish her item, which is a Exi. Gooseberry's still on the Oleron, has a way to go. Has quite a bit of a way to go before he's able to finish up his next item. It doesn't look like Bull Demon is a very easy task for the blue team here. It looks like they can't do it, man. They can't. They don't have the DPS, although Jesse is building quite a bit of damage. They can't do it in time before the Amaterasu was able to move up. Just farming and farming and farming. Camazot's almost enough. No, not enough for his new item just yet. He actually upgraded to starter as well. Saw Thoth saving for that too. Level 19 on Oleron and Amma, dude. They're doing a good job at making their way to late game. Jesse bringing my best friend Chester over. Cosmo's doing a great job at just continuously poking and telling them to chill. They know Amma had to back. Lots of vision coming out for blue team. Red team doesn't have too much right there. He's trying to bait them forward, knowing that blue's going to come up. Amaterasu is going to try and pressure it out, but it is picked up. That's going to be a big ult from Cosmos, dashing in with the stun. Oleron very heavily out of position. Shell comes out from Olo, but it doesn't look like they can finish it off yet. But they're still diving. Double shell comes out. Good poke from the Olo. Backs off. Well done by Cosmos with the fattest double ult you've ever seen, but unfortunately it's not enough. They did get both shells out, but that was sprint as well as beads out from the Camazots, and they can't even get the Bull Demon. Pretty much securing late game for red team here. Wow. They are doing a very fine job at surviving. Purple buff has just spawned. No wards here on the red team, surprisingly. Okay, well, there we go. We got our pendulum on the Thoth. Almost upgraded sprint. No beads on the Kama. Aegis still up for Oleron as well. Very good job keeping that afloat. Crazy double ult from Cosmos. Those things scare me, dude. Those ults are terrifying. Oleron has finished his starter as well. Tainted Amulet, which is big. That's the only anti-heal he even needs, and he's saving up for his last item, keeping Gooseberries to make sure that he can clear a little more effectively. Good damage from Camazots as well. Crusher online too. Practically full builds for both of them. Ooh, good dash. Camazots jumps in alone though. Oleron ult comes out. It doesn't look like Jesse might be able to secure it. Aegis comes out, times it perfectly with the Hydra's proc, but Titan is on Jesse as he gets stunned out. Silence, can Thoth get the Phoenix before Amaterasu can block it? Blink comes in, Cosmos sticking to it. Amaterasu with a lot of movement speed here, but Cosmos was able to secure it. Has Eggsy as well, just using up the roots. Amma chasing all the way down to Fountain. And he has to give it up, securing the Phoenix for the blue team. Good try. Well done by the Amaterasu. Well done by Jesse with the Hydra's procs. Very well timed. Right after the Aegis from the Oleron as well. Damn. Looks like a full item is going to be bought for the Oleron here as well. Hey. Milo wants attention. Can we get a meow, Milo? Meow. There you go. You guys. Milo gives his consensus. I think he thinks that the blue team might win. This is a crazy game, dude. Yeah, Jesse does not give a fuck, but it was worth, man. It was worth. They got themselves the Phoenix. Looks like they got a Sprout as well. Sprout is... Milo. Looks like they got Sprout online as well. Upgraded beads. No Aegis on the Oleron. Oleron still has not finished his last item. I'm curious to see what he's going to build. Maybe a rod or something. Upgraded shell on both the Ama. Jesse pressuring out the blue buff. They still have decent clear. Camazot's with a good poke. And consistent abilities. He is hitting. Now the Titan pressure is where we're going to really see things shine. We really need to see something come out of blue team here. I don't know if that'll work again for Jesse. Jesse, no blink for 20, but still playing it back on red team. Oleron really needing to finish that last item. 2,700 gold in hand. He's getting very close. Jesse hovering the side, making sure they clear the wave. Ama up in front. Backing off. Lots of wards here on both sides. Oleron still finally getting his item, maybe? Okay, that's what I thought. They got a rod on land now. That could be a big damage changer. 30 seconds on the Aegis. He's going to want to wait for that. Might have Aegis up. Might have Aegis up for the Phoenix. Phoenix defense here. As well as an Oleron ult. Cosmos psyching them out with the jukes. Oleron not giving a fuck. Standing completely still. Warding sigil. The old guard, rather. The Ama, lots of health on Ama, upgraded to Ferocious Exe. Upgraded Blink as well, which gives a slow. They might want to try and defend this now. Aegis is up. All relics are up for both teams. They might want to try and defend this Phoenix here. Ama looking to pressure, but immediately getting half health with the Cosmos. Oh, immediately into the Oleron ult, but they get Phoenix and get out. Oh, Jesus, that is some good damage. Yeah, Cosmo's doing a very good job. Oh, but the Sprout to disengage, but Dash might come up in time. Beats Jesse in the back line on the Oleron by himself. Soloing him, just about gets the kill. Amaterasu might be able to clean up, though, if she does it appropriately. Well done by Cosmos to get out of there. Now he has to back off. Oh, into the root, knowing the ult is down, pressuring them out. Very well done to isolate them, but he's able to pick it up. If she survives, there's a chance, but Cosmos misses it. Buying a lot of time. Oleron up at 30. I don't know, bro. She's going all the way back. Oh. Oh my god! That was so close! Holy shit! Oh my god! Will Cosmos be able to end? They have 10 seconds on the clock before Amaterasu respawns. A wave Oleron respawns. A little bit of poke on the Titan. Oleron is back up and he's able to defend it. They just got the Phoenix though, so it is not game. I have to pee. God damn, I almost pissed my pants in the middle of that engagement though. Holy shit, what a fight. Amaterasu was almost able to clutch that out. That was so close. 3k pot on the top, no relics on the board. Titan down to about a third. Milo will not stop fucking with this goddamn thing. Please leave this box alone. Thank you. Let's see what they do. Red buff is being dropped. Relics are up on 30 for Olo if he wants to survive. Sprout is up as well. If Ama would have picked off the thought there, like originally, when he had used that Sprout, it could have been crazy. But Cosmo did such a good job at peeling for himself. It's crazy. Whew. This is a match, dude. Some really good players on both sides here. Phoenix is coming up relatively soon. Relics are just about up for Oleron as well as Amaterasu. Almost all relics up for across the board. I think red team might need to move up in pressure here. I think that's their only chance. One team wipe on either side could be the game for either team. Oh, they went straight for the Titan. I didn't even expect that. Wow. I thought they were trying to pressure them out so that they could get the Phoenix again. Immediate ult onto it. Wow. Right in front of their faces. Like I said, red team kind of had to push out there. Well played. Congratulations. Cosmos and Jesse are on to the grand finals. This is going to be a crazy finals, dude. This is going to be crazy. GG's, folks. I will see you in the grand finals. Let's fucking go, boys. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, chat, can we get some hype for the grand finals? We have Jesse and Cosmos versus Cody and Light Tunnel. Light Tunnel and Cody have shown some crazy prowess in the previous games that we've seen. But as you can see by the bans, Jesse as well as Cosmos banned Aphrodite, Huyi, Honor, and Kuzumbo. As you can see, we have the top right bans there as well. And just like that, we have a bit of an interesting take, a bit of opposites. I expected the endgame teams from the Cody and Light Tunnel side to be the less tankier team, and then this team to also be the less tankier team. But it seems as though they went with Charon and Amaterasu. They are whipping out a brand new strategy. It seems as though they're both going gauntlet. But we have a Morgan and a Set on this team. He almost went Freya, but Cosmos opted to go straight into the Morgan as opposed to the Freya, which might have been a good idea considering the amount of shields that Charon's going to have. Sands of Times, it looks like he is going to go a bit of power as opposed to that. Ankh as well. And wow, an Ankh start. Interesting. Recipes on both sides. This is it, boys. The set strategy of Bluestone, Thebes, and damage seems to be being whipped out again. What are the votes? The votes are actually pretty even for who people think are going to win for the grand finals, which is interesting. I am excited. Yeah, Set seems very, very strong. I'm honestly half surprised they didn't ban him. Both teams starting blue for the first time we have seen in this entire tournament. Both teams said, you know what, fuck it, let's just start our blues. Let's agree to veto this. And anyways, Carapace again on the Set with the multi-potions on both sides of the blue team. Charon and Amaterasu, that is going to be a bit of a tanky team. I'm curious to where their DPS is going to come from. I would assume Amaterasu is going to be quite similar to the previous game, but as we saw, Jesse and Cosmos were able to deal with that Amaterasu in the previous section. Good poke coming out from Cosmos as well as Jesse. Brute as well as the dash comes out. Red team, and just like that, blue team is able to pressure out red, which is to be expected considering it's Charon and Amaterasu. Their clear isn't going to be that great, but they're not just going to let this go for free. Charon putting up a bit of pressure. Amaterasu using her too. They're well aware of that now, so it looks like they are able to out-secure it and take the red as they saw Amaterasu had used her ability just then. And Charon's probably not going to out-secure them. So, both a tanky, a bit of DPS dealers. Level 5 up onto the Set as well as Morgan now. I did not expect this team comp from the red team at all. I'm very interested to see how this plays out. This is a best of 3, by the way, folks. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check out Gamer Supps. If you want to get yourself some awesome, delicious caffeine gamer supplements to improve your gameplay and play as well as these folks here. I'm sure they're both all caffeined up the wazoo off Gamer Supps, I'm sure. And they also used code Rexsi. I'm sure they're all subscribed. On YouTube. Purple buff going to blue team. Straight into what? What is he building here? Like a tier 4 Magi's maybe? Beads on both sides of the blue. Beads on Ama. I don't think much is going to happen for a little bit at least, considering how tanky they are early game with the Charon shields and both of them being tankier until a couple items get online. Oh, cloak, right. I forgot that built into that tree. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I'm a good caster, chat. I'm very professional. Alright, so blue team does have the lead, as well as a red buff on that Thoth. or sorry, set. Using the slow very effectively so that Jessie can kind of just get in there. Good poke. Good consistent poke coming up from the set. They have to be careful. I mean, with red team, they need to do something. Like, I know they're not going to have much pressure early, but if they don't do anything, these guys are just going to steamroll them early and just pressure out their blues for free. Not immediately going for it. Clearing the wave first thing so that the wave will push up and they are going to at least miss some gold. So even if, you know, they steal the blue from them, they are missing gold under the tower here. We'll see who managed to secure it. Charon going for the wave. Amaterasu doesn't manage to steal it. Cosmos picking up the blue. Using the slow very effectively against a melee opponent as well. Thebes finished on Amaterasu and Prophetic Cloak finished on Charon as well. Doing the blue buff for Morgan here. Attempt to steal. They backed off just to make sure that they weren't able to steal it. Waited for Jessie to come back to secure it and also get that additional XP. Enough gold in hand to finish either Charon's, Chronos Pennant, whatever Cosmos is feeling here. I low-key really wanted to see the Aphrodite on her combo again. I'm gonna be real. Stopping the back on Alma, which is perfect for them, because if Alma backs, that should be a free buff, free red buff again. The set here, Charon continuously pressuring him out though. Alma backing very late. Morgan's gonna be back for that red. I don't think red team has much of a chance at contesting this red buff here. Tier 2 beads onto Jessie as well. Carapace shard to shred. They're trying to bait out Cody, it seems, but nope, just going straight for that red buff. Attempting to steal, but the Morgan secure is just too much. Using the slow very effectively. Both players on the red team extremely, extremely tanky. Set a little tanky, but Cosmos going straight into Charon's going, which is going to deal a lot of that protection early game. Same strategy he seemed to go on Thoth, which worked out really well for him last time, so it is tier 2. It just shows 3. I don't know why. Continuous poke coming out from the set. Purple buff spawning here really soon. Chester's up as well. I don't know. Right now, folks, I'm seeing this in favor of blue team. They just don't really have the damage yet on red team. And if they get too far ahead and a set ult like secures them, like shits on them, that could be bad. They're split up there on red team, trying to bait them towards there with purple, get the slow and catch one of them out of position, but it's just not happening. Working very well together. That Morgan skin's actually kind of cool. I like the water effects. Dropping the purple buff here. Red team continuing. It looks like Matarasu's building into that vital amp. Movement speed might be her best friend here. Movement speed combined with beads and like just trying to stick to that Morgan is probably their best bet. That's what they're probably going to want to aim for if they can, is the problem. Much easier said than done. If you've ever played against a Morgan, you know how hard it is to secure that bitch down. The amount of peel, every single ability in that character's kit is designed for peel. She's essentially the equivalent of the magical Arthur in my opinion, or on her in my opinion. Poseidon's also kind of similar in that regard. Characters like that are just very safe to play. They've just got a lot of things going for them in terms of peel. Even without a dash, it's not a big deal for Morgan at all. Going for the blue again. Charon at half HP. They're not going to be able to contest it. Looks like Jesse's going to take this for free once again. Matarasu going to try and contest, but it's a little too late. Tier 2 Jotun's online for Jesse, so there's not much that can be done to contest that as he bursts that very quickly with Bluestone. Second tier defense as well for the Morgan. Let's see what Charon's building into now. Is he going in also into a Thebes? They are really banking on this late game, eh? Priorities, Brian. Blue buff again. Going to blue team, level 11 and 10 compared to a double 9. That is not looking good for red team. Set, just getting as much poke as he can. No real reason for them to back. Only 900 gold in hand. They're not buying or finishing their items just yet. Jesse can, but there's no real reason to. They're building up their recipes. Just doing whatever they want. Vital Amp online here soon enough. By the time they even get these HP items stacked and ready to go, they might just be out pressured like super heavily with like a Kins on the set, you know, penetration. They're gonna have defense online as well, so Alma's gonna need some penetration as well. They're gonna be penetration on their team. Level 10 to almost double level 12. A fat 1k lead at 8 minutes, which isn't detrimental, but It is definitely worth paying attention to. Vital Amp as well as Thieves finished off on Charon. Very little damage coming out from Charon's team, but Amaterasu's starting to get some of it together. Again, clear, not the greatest. This skin is just so beautiful, dude. I love Charon. He's such a cool looking character. Okay. So yeah, they're in it for the long run. Thieves to stack on both the Amaterasu and the set, both physical characters. Jesse going around the back line. Slow has been placed behind Amaterasu. Set going around the side as well. Not really a good opportunity to fight. Purple spawning relatively soon. Both players on both teams just kind of vibing it out, stacking up their shit. Level 12 on both players on this side, so they could get another relic if they wanted to. They're going to stop their back as they know that's what's coming. Alright, Thieves as well as Cloak slowly getting stronger and stronger. That's what they're aiming for. Slowly but surely. Slow and steady wins the race, potentially. He really likes using that slow, which is good. Only a level down, but they are probably closer to 13 than we think. 1,000 down still as well. Still hovering around the red. Cosmos is a little out of position, but they have vision on both of them there. Just baiting out some damage. Jesse could easily dash in if he wanted to. Alrighty. Jesse's still hovering around the sides. No wards yet, but they do have a very clear picture of him being over there, especially since that blue's spawning, and they're going to want to pressure it out again. Set maybe looking to back, but I doubt it considering the fact that they pressured out every single blue buff up to this point. Eve's getting more and more stacks, trying to fight for that blue, but they know it's going to be contested. Lots of vision onto that set. Closer and closer to level 12. No second relic on the blue team either. Matarasu able to burst that quite quickly. First ever buff goes to them. Charon picking up the blue, jumping for joy at his first buff. Ama dashing onto the wave, forcing Jesse to stop his back, which he might not have wanted, as he can back and finish upgrading to his next relic slot, as well as 1,500 gold in hand. Both players backing. Charon looking like he's starting maybe a Chronos Pendant, actually getting some DPS online. Let's see what Ama's going next here. Ooh, it looks like an Eggsy. It looks like Ama is, like I theorized, going quite a bit into the damage side of things. Milo agrees. Red buff has spawned, level 12. 2 relics on the Charon, but unfortunately not Ama just yet. It's just at 12. Sunder is up for our boy Morgan. And Jesse has still yet to get a second relic. Probably waiting to eye out what they get, as they have the pressure to do so. Matarasu saving her too. Oh, but she doesn't have an up in time, so red buff again goes to Jesse, but Jesse has the purple. Charon in the back line, getting a nice root. Double pen onto the... Sorry. Looks like Morgan is going into a Divine. She's already practically full cooldown. Just about enough for her next item as well. Not picking up red. Jesse could pick it up right now if he wants to. I think he doesn't notice though, or he thinks that it's already gone. Good clear on both sides just about now. Yeah, both players just opting to clear the waves. Going back, he's got his Thieves stack now as well. Alma can finish her whatever item it is, whether it be Kins, maybe Eggsy. I assume Eggsy, yep. Alright. Low bud. Alright, Cosmos back in it. Divine is finished. Serrated as well for the set. Additional movement speed as well as more lifesteal. Now he waits and he sees that Amaterasu now has a sprint. Gonna use that knowledge for his advantage. Poking out from the side once again, but they have vision now on the red. They are doing a good job at trying to make it to late game, at least for red. They haven't been able to kill them or anything, considering how tanky they are. Ama going and getting that purple while she still can. So that is a free purple for Ama, but rotating up, she might be at a position, but it doesn't look like they're going to pressure that, which is fine. Cosmos spamming that slow. Blue buff about to spawn, so Jesse's going to kind of hover over it, but they have vision there. Morgan backed. You can see Set very clearly there, keeping him at bay as they try and get their blue buff. Blue team kind of losing pressure over that blue now. which might be, you know, a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, for red team, do you get it? For haha. Anyways, there we go. Charon is officially max cooldown with Chronos, Prosthetic, and Sense of Time, so he doesn't even need the blue, and he is maxed out. Vital Amp finished on Amaterasu, as well as Eggsy for a bit of pen. I mean, it seems relatively even. It's a 1k gold lead, but it's been a 1k gold lead since like 8 minutes, hasn't it? Any man's game, man. Shut up, Jen. Red buff spawning soon. Both teams resetting. It looks like Alma's going into that Kins as well. It's any man's game. Any man's game. Definitely in favor of blue currently, but they haven't been able to do anything off of it. The Kins will be deadly as well. Red buff spawns. Set is a little late, but I think they're not too worried about it. Divine proccing relentlessly between the two of them. Both level 15 now. Set still not opting to get a second relic just yet. Amaterasu starting it up. Blue. Not using her 2 yet. Trying to save it. With the potential of stealing it. Just a little late on the reaction there. The knockback as Charon keeps going into the back. Sneakily going through into the backline. Amadash is down. Good poke from Morgan. Charon's kind of getting sneaky with it and going back there. Who knows? I mean, he's super tanky. And he's able to just pressure them. And just poke out that Morgan when she is left alone as Set tries to pressure up buffs and stuff. Hovering around purple. Red has vision. Puts down a ward. Morgan just around the corner. Charon dashing out. Just about enough for an entire other item as well. On the Ama and Morgan. More so Ama than Morgan, as Morgan only has a tier 1. But if she tries to go poly, I would assume it's a Reaver, considering all the HP. Prophetic Cloak still has a ways to go before it is actually completed here. Getting close. But once that is complete, Charon might be able to do something. So far, I mean, he is getting in there on the back line, though. 15 minutes, not a kill on the board yet, unfortunately. Ama kind of going around. Morgan a little out of position, but they're woefully aware of it. Lots of gold in hand. Not much has been done. No towers have really even been touched. Oops. Okay, Ama has finished her Kins. She's still not even done her recipe. 16 minutes in. Which is kind of insane. No second relic on the Set either. He isn't needing one. Sundering Blast picked up for the Morgan. Some wards picked up as well. Reaver is completely finished. Probably a dominance here, I would imagine. Charon opting to go into a bit of a damage item next as well. One more wave should do it. He should be able to afford it. Level 18-17 to 17-17. It's pretty close. You see, this is why I like doing commentary on 2v2, because there's a lot more to talk about. When it's a 1v1, it's like, oh, well, they haven't fucking killed each other in 20 minutes, and all they've done is farm the same shit, and they're building the same build. Milo, hey. Can't be up there. Right. All right. So, Divine finished on Charon now as well. Okay. Heartseeker. Okay, my bad. I thought it was going to be Dom for double pen, but he is going to the Heartseeker, which is good for poking from a distance. Here. Okay, Milo wants cuddles. I'm in the middle of commentating. I guess I'm co-hosting right now. Charon again behind the Morgan, but 2 levels down. Jesse is able to get the red once again. Level 19 on the Morgan too. We gotta look out for that. Milo really wants cuddles. Hello, buddy. You go ahead, you make some biscuits. We'll multitask here. You make biscuits, I'll make commentating. Or commentary. I'm curious to what Amaterasu is going to go next. Amaterasu is not very tanky, and going for more of just that pure auto attack based build. Just trying to shred them, especially with that Vital Amp combined with their new passive. That's a ton of attack speed. Okay. Still not even done the gooseberries though. Cody hooked out a little bit, but he's able to get out relatively easily. Almost getting level 20 on both sides here. Not much has happened. I mean, they've gained a little bit of an XP lead in gold on the blue team, but haven't been able to, you know, finish anything off just yet. Prophetic Cloak is also almost finished. Charon. Ooh, that is a huge ult from Set, immediately blowing up the Amaterasu with very minimal protections. Even with all those additional protections, Cody and Ama are wiped off the map with a 50-second respawn timer. Jesus Christ. I think they might have just won off one wipe. I think they might have just won the game off of their first 2 kills. It is best of 3, yes. I don't know, 25 seconds? What do you think, Milo? Yeah. I think it's game. Well, game 1 goes to Cosmo and Jesse. One little mistake coming from the red team. They capitalized on the fact that they had both hit level 20, and they needed to end before they got online. And just like that, game 1 goes to Cosmos and Jesse. Congratulations, onward to the second game. Right, Milo? Yeah. Right. Okay. Alrighty, ladies and Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have now we have the second round of the grand finals, chat. Let's get some hype, please. This could potentially be the last game of the tournament for 6,000 gems. We got blue team with the bands of Aphrodite, Huyi, Onher, and Kuzumo, which are pretty much the same bands. And we have the other one on the other side. Now, we have Cosmos on the Raijin, which could potentially be tank again. We don't know. And we also have Jesse now on the Naja, which we didn't see very often. We have 2 teams that aren't as tanky as the last one, which will be interesting. We have Cody on Morgan, as well as Light Tunnel on Ama, once again. Looking like they kind of want to start straight up on the blues once again. Both players taking a quick gander. Both agreeing to just start the blue and have some fun. Stuck in the middle with you. Alrighty. Excuse me. This has been a very long stream of me. Dude, I don't know how actual casters do it. This is, it's strenuous on the voice, that's for sure. Alright, so good clear on, I'd say, Jesse, as well as Cosmos' team, more so. We have the same build coming out from Tunnel on the Amaterasu. And a bit of a similar strategy as Set or the Fenris that we've been seeing with Thebes. I am curious to see how this plays out, though. Okay, Raijin with the aggressive dash into the silence! Immediately catching out his dash and forcing out a beads from Raijin. But that is a beads. Okay, red buff is juking. That is a beads straight out of Cosmos very early, which could be not very good for him going forward. All recipes have been purchased this time for once, which is nice. I do like to see the less tankier teams. It's very interesting to see in the meta, as opposed to a goddamn Charon and a Amaterasu. That's slowly just, you know, didn't really do much in terms of damage-wise, unfortunately. Their plan didn't really work out. But they're trying something different this time. They got Morgan, who's building a little bit more damage. We got Horn Shard on everyone except for Ama. Morgan's got a lot of peel. I feel like this team is going to do a lot better now. Honestly, I think red team's team comp might actually be better than Naja. Naja does work kind of well as a tank, though, is the thing, right? It does work pretty well as a tank. see it quite a bit in ranked and stuff. Who are you voting on, team? Sorry, chat. I don't even want to read you guys with how sus you're being. He's throwing bananas at the wall. Let's go, Cosmos. Good job. Let's go. Okay, we have seconds here, Thoth. Going into it. Dude, those bananas are sick. I love big old bananas. Okay. Seth Rogen. I'm hoping some action plays out this game a little more. His last game was, it was a little slow. Entertaining, mind you. A little slow. More like banana. I love that joke. Alright, blue buffs are respawning here relatively soon. We'll see if blue team is looking to pressure it. Red buff on the nausea. They might try and go for it. Oh, instant reaction by Light Tunnel, which was very nice. They are looking to invade this. Jesse with the red could pressure them out very heavily. They are closer to 7 than them. But Jesse just ran out of the red. He is alone, knowing Raijin's in mid. Sash is in, gets knocked out, a little position in the blue, but they did manage to pick it up. Amaterasu accidentally picking it up, I'd imagine. At least going for it. Chalice up on Raijin as well, nice and early. Both teams have it up for their Thebes now, as well as their stacking items. Just opting to back now. Okay, back in lane. Thebes, Thoth, as well as Charons on Cosmos' build once again. Cosmos on the mage, Jesse onto the aggressor. They banned out the Set this time. I think Set might be one of like the strongest picks. Yeah, if Rexsi and Bexi were in this tournament, dude, unstoppable. Unstoppable, I'm telling you right now. Alright, upgraded to beads again for Jesse. But yeah, that Set ult against the tanks just annihilated them. Red buff again goes to Jesse. Good peel from the Morgan. And I know that Tunnel and Cody have extremely good synergy based on the Afro and on her, obviously. Oh! Did they? No, they didn't steal that. Right. No, blue team got that. Almost stole it, though. We know they have very good synergy. I think they just played too tanky of a team last game. That was their issue, honestly. Oops. Stopping the back on him. Probably pissing Jesse off a little bit. I'm surprised Jesse's not... Oh, yeah, right. Jesse's not streaming for a week, right? Doing the YouTube content. Okay. Morgan looks like she's going into the Cosmos strategy of going into Breastplate. Berserker's coming out on Matarasu. A similar build to the last one, I presume. Chester is down. Jesse does not see Chester on the way up. I thought he was a real fucking dueler. To think this guy is like one of the best duelers. Touche, bitch. Okay. Cosmos pressuring them out in mid just a little bit, getting poked out as Jesse was able to get Chester there. Team's not looking for too much. Jesse tries to get a little bit of an engage. Lots of poke with that one there. Looks to crit. Good dashes, baiting out Raijin's 2, and then immediately dashing with Amaterasu. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Morgan has such good poke, too. What is Naja building, huh? On the first match, it was Jesse and Cosmos. They had Set and oh, nice! They stole that for a team. Set and a mage. There was no Freya. Why you got me all confused with Freya? They almost picked Freya. They didn't. Instead of Freya, they went Morgan, right? Yeah, they changed last second. My bad. That was a bit of a snooze fest of the game, unfortunately. Okay, not enough gold in hand to get seconds here, at least for Naja. Alma can just about finish her Berserkers as well. Not much going on just yet for either team. Breastplate finish for our boy Raijin. Morgan as well, at least getting... Yep, second tier into that. Red buff is spawning relatively soon. Blue team definitely has the advantage. The little gold lead that they have is allowing them to have a complete finish breastplate as opposed to Morgan not having that finished. Berserkers is finished, but that does make her late to red, which is going to give it to blue for free, although Raijin wants to pressure it a little bit. Ooh, Sash is just a little light. Huge poke by Cosmos, though. Opting to ult nice and early again, which he likes to do, which is very smart. Something I need to do more, honestly, man. Using your ult to literally just pressure someone away just so you can get a buff is not something that you really think about doing unless it's such a competitive setting like this, right? It's like, oh, well, I don't want to waste my ult. It's just like the SPL. When you want to, like, you see people pop their beads like nothing in the SPL or throw their ults out like all the time, as opposed to like when I play ranked, it's like, oh, better save the ult for this specific situation. But in competitive play, when when there's really good players on both sides that know exactly what they're doing, it can be make or break. What's up, Maggie? So just popping that beast to survive can, like, or just, using those relics just to secure a buff or an objective can be huge. Little things like that add up throughout the game, man. Add together very quickly. Cody! What's up, Bull Demon? Okay, there we go. Berserker's finished. Breastplate as well. Thoth is being stacked up on Morgan, which is going to give her a lot more power, but she is late on the penetration compared to our boy Cosmos, who already has Charon's silence. Into Cosmos is one. Jesse pressuring up front. Only problem is Jesse can't get in and out as easily as he was on set, or as like a Fenrir or something like that. If Jesse sashes in, he has to commit, which could put himself very out of position, especially if he doesn't have ult or anything. And no beads, but he does have upgraded beads. Kind of got ready for that. Ooh, he kind of is pressured out. Good poke onto Cosmos. About a third health. Morgan making some peel for Alma. It's looking pretty good for these engagements for Red Team. Might be able to even pressure out the blue. They want to look to have stopped the back there. Jesse, pressuring them upward just so that they don't go for this blue, but also making it seem like he's going to try and invade this as well, which it looks like he actually is. Alone, he is going for that, at least to pressure that to secure their own blue and have a potential of stealing that, which is good. Okay, all players on the board level 12 except for Alma. This wave should do it though. Level 13 on both sides of the blue. No opportunity to commit just yet for either team. Okay. Second tier, Genjis or Shoguns. I'd imagine it's the Shoguns. Level 12 on Alma. Might be waiting to see what they get as a second relic. Raijin coming out with second tier Genjis going full tank Raijin. CAD Club here on Jesse as well. Lots of HP they have to burn through. Most likely a Typhon's on the Morgan there that we're going to see being whipped out. Get that early bit of pen, but they're definitely going to need a way to, deal with all the HP on the other team as well, considering they have a CAD Club. Nice sash, but good pressure. Good ass juke from Jesse, forcing out the ult from Morgan. Cosmos hovering, dashing in, getting pressure for that red buff once again, but interrupted during his one, sorry. Good poke from Morgan. Good teamwork on red team, but blue team is going to be able to take out that red. That sash could have been bad for them. Alma sticking to the Naja. Not enough to actually take that red. Nice 2 by Morgan. Or 1. Oh my god, I don't like Morgan. Yeah, that's her 1. Oopsies. But yeah, having that silence on the Raijin might be the make or break of this game, I think, for this Amaterasu. That might have been their strategy, because I think they did pick last, if I'm not mistaken. I think red team did pick second. Alright. Backing to base. They both still haven't gotten second relics yet. They might be waiting to see what they get. Morgan did pick up the Aegis. Still, getting a med. Probably for the upgraded med for the cooldowns. That will be interesting to see. Raijin with 0 cooldowns. They might just be banking on getting late game and just full bursting them like they did last time. But maybe red team would be a little ready for that this time. It seems as though overall, the one sustain character combined with a DPS character seems to be the play. And overall, it seems to be mages more than anything. Mages with, like, a healthy warrior that can heal. Amaterasu, for example. Guan Yu, Herc. We've seen a lot of those this game, or this tournament. Sticking around that blue buff, just trying to get any farm that they can. Full Genjis as well as an upgraded med finished for the Raijin. And no second relic still picked up by the Naja again. Still waiting. Amaterasu also holding on. Level 15-15 to 13-14. Ama just a little bit behind. I only think one wave should do it, I think. Yeah, Hawken, do not let anyone let spoilers through at all, or I swear to God. Permaban them. No questions. Alright. Especially for the grand finals. You'll get permabanned. No hesitation. Ooh, Sash onto the Morgan. Into the ult. Cosmos ready. Instant collab. Into the Aegis. Still tanky as shit. Cosmos dashes in. Ooh, good ults by the Morgan. Ama sticks to it. Naja on him. But Ama ult into it. No beads. Dodges the Sash. Q's up. Silence. No anti-heal built in yet. I don't think they have the DPS to kill the Naja just yet. Had he had Eggsy finish, maybe, but we got some action, boys. Kill for kill on both sides. Both support type players still alive. No kill potential on either side here, but red buff spawning soon, and Amaterasu still having a ton of pressure. Let's go. First blood does go to Cody. I am surprised. Raijin dashed in, unfortunately took a tower shot there. Morgan ult came in clutch. Jesse looking to steal this. Probably saving his one. But first ever red buff goes to red team. Level 16 on the Ama, dude. 2k gold in hand for Naja. 1500 for Ama. That could be big. That could be big, boys. You never know. Any person's game now. Almost full cooldown on the Morgan. Going ahead and picking up that red buff. Lots of gold in hand for Ama. Just chilling around. Med also down for him. Good silence. Decent poke. Not much else can be done here, though. Ama checking the purple to make sure. Low rotation out from blue team. Both level 16 on the red side. And we have a 17-16 for blue. Holding beads for the next match. Chesters have spawned mid. Purple is dropped. Cody is getting this farm by himself. Trying to get that level 17 online sooner. Maybe going into a spear, but most likely an ob shred, I'd imagine. Jesse's still looking to gank along the side here. No team ready to get Bull Demon. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think it'll be worth running to get Bull Demon, I'll be honest. Getting Bull Demon, like what? They just get the tower? It's going to be even harder to siege them as opposed to, you know, diving behind their backline here. They want to kill them and wipe them and just win in one fell swoop, pretty much. Oh my god, I'm gonna finish Gooseberries. Yeah, good for her. Cosmo's doing his thing of poking across the wall. That is his patented move. Naja able to steal it. Level 18 on Naja, 17. Cosmo's just about to hit 18. Okay. Obsidian Shard finished. We have a Serrated up on the Naja, as well as Jotun's Divine finished as well to deal with that healing of Morgan. Morgan ults, Typhon, as well as Amaterasu, of course. Morgan needs to be a little careful. Probably why she took the waves by herself. Trying to get a little caught up in experience, getting level 17 here. I'm really curious to what the last item of Cody's going to be. Every time I say Cody, I think of that one, like, Onion commercial where it's just like, half the teens have been impregnated by Cody. When he plays his guitar, oof, it's gonna get real rough. Every time I hear that meme. I think that's the appeal of Cody. Alright. It is difficult for Naja to get in there. Seeing lots of Raijins, lots of Morgans, more than anything, I think, in this tournament. Amaterasu as well. This is round 2, yes. All the players getting close to level 20. Golden hand saving for that last item there. See what Amaterasu ends it with. Potentially a Kins. I don't know how much damage they want to go. Both players on blue team very, very tanky. Very heavy poke on Morgan as well. Morgan just needs to somehow survive until level 20. Level 18 on the board here now. Red buff drop. Jesse's going to pick it up. Cosmos through the wall, being a little gremlin. His specialty. But yeah, lots of big brain plays going on with these picks. Amaterasu for silence and the Raijin's abilities. Naja sashing to get close and close the gap between the Morgan. Poke them when they stick together like that. Unfortunate miss. Purple is dropped once again. Only one kill on the board. Could you guys imagine a siege tournament? A random pick siege tournament. Ooh, that was almost very bad for red team right there. No, I had that idea a while ago, Rosie. I literally made jokes about it. 2v2 siege. Oh, that would take way too long. 1v1 conquest. Okay. No one's bought their items yet. Lots of gold in hand for both teams. Just wanting to get a full item as opposed to a tier 2 instead of selling the recipes, as we can see.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Okay. Still no second relic on the Naja. Probably waiting to see what he needs. Nice sash onto the Ama. Immediately backing off with the peel of Morgan. Then throwing out the one to get a bunch of poke. Pressuring at that blue buff. Level 19 on the Ama though. Can't get tower or anything. All they get is the blue. No point in really going for Bull Demon, so not a big deal for blue team. But, or sorry, for red team, but blue team, you know, they are getting more and more farm. They are doing a better job. Okay, second tier into whatever item the Morgan's going next. Most likely a Reaver, I would imagine. Kins finished on the Ama as well. Not as tanky of a team. The red buff, or the red team is. Not nearly as tanky. Double tank item on Raijin and triple health items on Naja. We have going here. So, I am curious to see how this plays out, man. They got a very heavy damaging team versus, you know, a tankier, easier to engage team, I'd say. They have a better peel team. They have a better engage team. They have more HP. Protections. They have more DPS. Overall. Well, not DPS, but more damage items in general, right? Almost level 20. Really waiting for that level 20 to upgrade those starters as well. Kins and Reaver and all HP. You are correct. That is going to do some damage. Red buff spawning relatively soon. Reaver online for the Raijin, though. That's going to be some damage. That is going to hurt. Red buff again goes to Naja. And Death's Embrace. Finish on Amaterasu now. Starter has been completed. All players level 20, almost full build. Some starters need to be finished. And Naja has an item as well as an upgraded Sundering Blast as the last relic once again. Yeah, killing Ama will be a struggle, that's for sure. Just catching her. A lot of smartasses in the chat. Alright. Jesse's saving up to finish a final item there. I would imagine it could be a Heartseeker or something. That would help a lot with dealing with the Ama. Raijin dashing in. Ama keeping her distance. I don't know how anyone dies here. Starting Bull Demon, probably trying to bait them out. Morgan just around the corner. Decent damage. Going straight under Raijin. Silenced. About half HP. Morgan coming behind. Ama out of position though, has to ult, so no relics can be used. Oh, but big damage onto the Naja. Procs the beads. Oh, they're so tanky. Naja's so low. He silences him as Morgan gets in the front. Oh my god. Jesse has to run, going towards their base. Big poke from Cody. Oh my goodness. One sash could be it, running alongside the tower. Going back towards it, but Ama has healed up quite a bit off the wave. Death's Embrace, good juke by Jesse. Good juke by the Ama. Morgan pressuring him, getting pincered. Jesse's out of position, but he jukes it with the ult. Oh my god. Let's go, Jesse. Holy shit, he made it out of that. Oh my god. Jesse fucking survived. Holy Christ. Whew. Wow, that would have probably been game had they got him there, but Jesse did a loop-de-loop and stalled out the game and went all the way around and they couldn't end. Holy crap. That was insane, dude. I can't believe Jesse survived. That was almost game. All right. So we have an alternate timeline up on the Morgan now. Upgraded starter. Still, oh, good juke by Morgan, but Morgan's out of position into the ult. Big damage with Morgan ult, and Cosmos is taunting him away though. Into the nudge ult, but Cosmos comes back to life with alternate timeline. Oh, alternate timeline again, but Cosmos through the wall, procking, but he gets knocked back. Cody trying to survive as Cosmos goes to town on the other side. Knowing exactly where he is, jumps back towards Naja, blink into it, and of nowhere, Sash to follow up. Raijin turns, poking him out. Sash is down on Light Tunnel, and they turned the fight. Oh my god. The double alternate timeline. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh man, that might be Phoenix. I don't see how Morgan tends to defend that. Why are one of his drums under the map? It looks like he's glitched. This is crazy, bro. That engagement was crazy. Cosmos doing his through the wall shenanigans. I don't know. One of the, are they gonna go straight for no relics on Morgan, at least for 10 seconds? They might try and take the Phoenix here. Alma up in 20. We'll see what Cody does. He might have to give this up. I think, oh, Cosmos is tanking. He is tanky as fuck. It looks like he is going to have to give that up or it is game. They might go straight for the game. Oh my god, they're just gonna end. They can just end. Oh my god. Almost in there, but they're focusing it. And, oh, Jesse and Cosmos secure the dub. Just like that. There we go. That was a good game. What a game to end off the tournament. Congratulations to Jesse and Cosmos for winning the tournament. Very good games played from everyone today. This was so much fun. Congratulations to the winners. That was a wicked game. I hope you did enjoy watching YouTube. Shoutouts to the winners. Shoutouts to everyone in chat watching today. If you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe if you're new. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2v2 tournament. I'll definitely be doing some more. If you have any tips in terms of my casting or, you know, stuff we want to do for the next tournament, be sure to let me know in the comments. Anyways, goodbye, YouTube. I will see you next tournament. Peace.